because I'm in an Indonesian stream. I get the inspiration.
It's technically an English stream.
Yes, but yes, Xborg still gonna be a big problem here because if we're looking at the lineup here, this is basically a everything to Yi Sun Shin. That means the burst isn't gonna come that early, and if the burst isn't gonna come that early, by the time you're gonna deal with the Xborg will have immortality as well as a war axe. So Indonesia, they gotta figure out a way how to speed up this draft so this Xborg does not become a problem.
That's right. That Xborg will be in the hands of Shine, Lin, Ong. Different Sanji. In the realm of Burmese Esports, he's the rookie. He's one of the newest acquisitions. And before we jump into the Land of Dawn, there's a few kinks we need to straighten out. It's time to discuss more of what's going on in this lineup. Again, you mentioned how there's very little burst coming in from Team Indonesia.
Yep.
I would like to provide a counterpoint.
Cho damage.
Yes, but also there's a grok. So this all comes down to Team Indonesia. Can you run me by their draft again? So it's
yeah. So for Team Myanmar, they got a grok, Kimi,
the
land,
Uranus, right.
and then they ended up with the Hilda Xborg, Indonesia, Jushin, Uranus,
yeah.
Shin.
Okay, I get it now. Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, no. Okay,
Yeah.
there's literally almost zero burst.
Unless this Cho goes damage.
Even that's not enough.
Yeah, like it's a true two-prong attack where the Yi Sun Shin deals with the front lines, and then the Cho flanks to the back, gets a kick onto the Kimi. Even if the Kimi uses a purify, it's fine. Just kill her out, and then the constant damage is out.
I mean, it's easier said than done. It's more than
Hey,
kill her.
Hey, you say you trust Weedy.
Yeah, but if you build full damage on him, that kind of opens up a different avenue.
No, it's just War Axe, endless battle, and then defense.
Tank everything.
Yeah,
I guess.
at most a BOD. Rarely do I see Chos actually build penetration. But it's usually War Axe, endless, brute force. If you feel like really strong,
Ain't no room for heptacies in there.
it could, but rarely do I see it being built up.
Yeah, weird.
But it makes sense.
Yeah, because that's one of the things I would build because it's low to the ground. It's much cheaper than a BOD.
Yeah.
All right. Communicating with our technical liaison officers, Team Indonesia seems to be fixing something on their end.
Mm-hmm. But again, we just want to make sure that all the athletes are well prepared, especially because this is a bronze match. This is going to be a tough one. This is between you bringing something home and you bringing memories home.
Yep. Almost as weighty and significant as that gold medal match coming up.
I would say more, because at least if you lose, you get a silver.
Oh yeah,
right? At least. So the gold medal match is like, we want to go, but we got silver. Yep. Okay, it's something.
It's the difference between something big and something. Here's the difference between something and nothing.
Exactly. So I would argue this is more intense.
And I'll agree with you. I would not argue with you on that. LaFell, if you see the screens on the phones of our athletes, then you know that the lobby needs to be remade.
I see. So probably some kind of emblem, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I think this is for the best, folks. We need to make sure that when our players do get in, there's no second guessing. That whatever they plan to do and whatever they intended to do is how they execute, and we're giving everyone an equal chance.
Yeah. Going back to the draft, though, I feel like this might go damage because you already have a Jushin, Uranus, and Ruby. I kind of feel like that's enough. Like, that's enough protection for Yi Sun Shin. I would argue Ruby is enough protection for Yi Sun Shin. Adding Jushin and Uranus to the mix, I feel like this Cho will basically be like a Ronda in game 2, game 3 against the Philippines just now on the Hellkirk. So I think Indonesia's draft is good. The problem is multi-layered, high concept compared to Team Myanmar. It's very straightforward. Grok, you be in the front. Kimi, shoot in the back. Lance, farm up. we're all good. Xborg, you see multiple targets, alt.
And what is that? You think that's a thing that Team Indonesia talks about before going in?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's something that they just end up with mid-draft? Because one could imagine they've done this thousands of times.
Yep.
Does the conversation go, boys, are we doing the thing? Or does it go, all right, let's see what's open, and then some way, somehow, they always end up with a draft that requires so much effort.
No, it's
What is that?
it's high risk, high reward because if you look at their region, their country, the average game time is between 11.
မလေးရှားနဲ့ဘယ်သူနိုင်သွားလဲတဲ့မလေးရှားနဲ့မြန်မာမလေးရှားနိုင်တော့တယ်3-1နဲ့နိုင်သွားလို့အခုတတိယလူပဲစော့နေရတာဟာမြန်မာတဲ့
Even though in the grand scheme of things, this is not that kind of draft. But Jushin Cho, I feel like that's the idea. Like we killed him
မလေးရှားနဲ့မြန်မာမလေးရှားနိုင်တော့အခုတတိယလူပဲမြန်မာအတင်းကစော့နေရတာဟာ
that turtle, and then we
စ
still
င်ဘောတက်မစော့အောင်ဆိုတော့အခုစင်ဘောရောက်တော့အေးဒါမဲ့တတိယလူပဲ
All
ပါ
in an effort to hyper carry funnel that Eason Shin.
yeah, it's basically a draft where you're telling your teammates like, why you scared, bro? Just do good, just kill him.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
You think you're not good enough? Trust yourself.
I thought you were gonna say what you tell your teammates. Yeah, nobody gets farm except me.
That too, but
Because literally, look, like who among Team Indonesia needs farm?
no one except Eason Shin and maybe Cho. Maybe. Depends on the build.
For a roamer, yes, because
Damage.
yeah. All right, folks, I do think we're gonna need a little more time.
Yep, so we're going for a short break. But we'll be back once everything is done and ready. Or not.
Maybe
Are we still here? Can y'all hear us? Hey, you know what?
surprise.
Hey, they might be done. You know, so
Just making sense of what's on screen, ladies and gentlemen. There is a draft elapsing, and I do think the draft is the draft we expected. Look at this. I still see the Hilda. I still see the Xborg. I actually like the draft. You know what? I'm just excited to drop into the game.
yep. Same. I'm also quite excited to jump into the game here. I am excited because I know the potential of the draft coming in from both teams because
မနေ့ကပြပိုင်းနဲ့မြန်မာဆော့တော့မြန်မာက
I think
ဒါ
for
လေးနိုင်
Indonesia
တော့
there's
မြန်မာ
just
ဆော့
more
တော့
losing conditions, the win conditions.
ပြပိုင်းနဲ့မြန်မာဆော့တာတဲ့မြန်မာအတိုင်းနဲ့ဘာပွဲတော့
into, you know? In case
Well,
it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
work, the Kimi is there. In case the Kimi doesn't work, Lance is there. All else fails, you got the Xborg. And hey, if the Hilda keeps on jumping the Yi Sun Shin, the rest don't even have to try that hard. But, you know, you should.
Okay, looking at the screen, fingers are moving, focus is had. Team Indonesia, I do believe, are playing.
ဟုတ်တယ်ဘာပြိုင်ပွဲတော့တဲ့ဟုတ်တယ်
We're gonna load in. And
Okay,
here we
game
go.
number
Game
one.
number one for reals this
တ
time.
တိယလူပဲဂိမ်းနံပါတ်1မြန်မာဘတ်ရက်အင်ဒိုနီးရှားစတင်တော့လာခဲ့ပြီ
Bronze medal match at the 33rd SEA Games.
Yep. So now look at this. Team Indonesia, again, this is kind of like the idea. They want to force out something. Look at the movements of Witty here.
Yeah.
Already looking for
ဟော
some.
လေးမှာဂိုးလေးမှာ
Wait,
Ruby
Aranda very, very low. But
here
here comes with a flicker being used by Akar. But should be fine, able to sustain,
It's
especially
okay,
once we get
eh?
back into the bush. Everything will look A-okay.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, head skill taking too much damage. The goose
ဟာ
gets zeroed in.
That's probably
Myanmar finds the
Dash
first
ဟုတ်
blood.
ပါတယ်
It's hard to be the Ghost of Jakarta if you're one of the first to be taken down. But yeah, this is the idea from Myanmar. They're like, we know what your draft wants to do, so we're gonna punish. But instead of going for the Eastern Shin, we're just gonna stop this mid because you guys are vulnerable. Because this is Grok Kimi. It's a Grok.
Grimmy.
Greamy. Yeah, okay, you know, let's go with that. It's a Greamy.
It's a time-tested duo. It provides CC, provides a spread of physical and magic damage. It's just so hard to answer early.
ဟုတ်တော့ဗျာမကြည့်တော့မနေ့ကဘာပွဲမလို့တော့မြန်မာမျိုးသမီးပွဲကမနေ့က
If Kid X can find those weird angles. Let's talk
မြန်မာ
about
နဲ့ပြပိုင်မရှိပါဘူး
Cold Lane matchup.
ပွဲရင်ပွဲတော့မြန်မာနဲ့ပြပိုင်ပွဲမရှိပါဘူးနည်း
Hold up. Is this right?
စီးရင်ပွဲတော့မရှိဘူးတခြားပြိုင်ပွဲတော့မသိဘူး
Let me double check.
Yes. Akar is Royal Milk, by the way.
Okay, no. That was the EXP matchup.
Yep. So now
So the whole fighter situation got me all confused.
Hey, you know what? Yes. Confused is one of the words that can be
Yeah.
used. So, either way, get that here. Just
That's
trying
not
to
it.
zone out Team Indonesia. And Team Indonesia, I would say, don't really need this turtle, so they got to be careful because between them and Team Myanmar has more kill threat here, so Indonesia's really got to be careful.
That's right. Despite Indonesia having a very low ground economy, Team Myanmar just has easier access to CC and damage. They catch Weedy. Down goes the Cho. Couple more, looking for it. Arcara takes it. Leonardo able to put up stacks. In comes the last insanity. Leonardo gets killed, but Sat is the one who's going to get the kill. And look at how aggressive Swan is going to be. Skypiercer, 2.5 minutes in for Team Myanmar.
I mean, again, this is like really just being super Indonesian, where you have a draft that kind of want to skills up. You want to give everything to this one guy, but everyone tries to fight, trying to be uber aggressive. But Team Myanmar is the one with the more aggressive drive. Aranda almost gets taken down, but Sin is there, able to get Aqua first. It looks like Count Sat able to get away.
Close call. If this was any other hero, save for a Lancelot or in any case Hayabusa, they would have fallen. Weedy dashing on through. That's the classic Cho rope-a-dope. I think this is Indonesia equalizing, closing that gap. Now about just 100 between these two squads.
All the while, I would say around the third turtle, that's when we can really see whether this Cho is going to go damage or tank. It's very normal for them to go chop suey first because it's all about adjusting mid. It's like, okay, this does not look like a damage Cho kind of game. Defense. It was like, you know what? I can do it. Go damage.
Simple logic. How are you going to get a kick combo through if you die mid-kick?
There you go.
So this makes sense, right? You get the tough boots, you get the dreadnought. Weedy here, checking range against... Impressive how Leonardo is able to actually build a Oracle.
By the way, there's a Skypiercer on that Kimmy. Weedy's got to be careful.
That was bought at about 240.
Yeah, everyone from Indonesia, if they really want to fight and this Kimmy gets that Skypiercer stacks, yeah, it's not gonna be a fun game for them.
That's
right. A very fun game for the Kimmy.
That's right. Looking at Team Indonesia's lineup, their heroes just have almost zero range compared to the Kimmy. So every single hit will matter. They're finding the kick, popping the Faraga armor on Ong and the flicker. Is he gonna save him? Charge does, but only for a second longer. Leonardo still slays the Explorer.
That was so close. And Team Indonesia are actually getting trades all across the board. Sin here going for this turtle. Akrar not going for him just yet. Yetet is there. Picks up the wall. Kausad gets the kill and the turtle, and Aranda is all alone here. Cannot give a kill over to the Kimmy.
Oh no!
Flickers out. Nothing that you really can do. And they don't give the kill to Kimmy.
Aran was really trying to get away. That is just but a consolation prize. The fact that we did not give the stack over to the Kimmy, but still they died. How about a silver lining for Team Indonesia? Leonardo has been dominating Lin Ong and was able to push up. I guess they check down bottom. Aranda was getting too much damage on him. Didn't get to protect that turret.
So now Akrar is out of lane. So this is going to be a 3-man squad coming in from Myanmar. Yetet, Konswan, as well as Akrar just moving about. They haven't really slowed down Yisun Shin though. So all the while, Indonesia, when the goal lead is like about 1,000 Myanmar, they are relatively comfortable because eventually it's their time to shine.
Yep, that's an interesting fact about many good Yisun Shins in the current metagame. They can die once or twice and still focus on the farm and still get there eventually. So the whole wormhole economy approach by Team Indonesia, basically folding the early game, an economical advantage on the Yisun Shin, is still ongoing. They are on track.
Yeah. It's just simple. Myanmar is not stopping the win condition, so back charge in, but only 1-1. Aranda is perfectly fine. Weedy should get out of there.
Uh-oh.
That was a bit unnecessary.
Yeah, Myanmar could have done better to hold back, but I think Indonesia wanted to fake the fight because Leonardo does eventually push the turret. Gets knocked up, pulled over by Yezkiel. Lin Ong slowly running out of Iraga armor stacks. Kong Sut pulling the turtle out. looking for the kick. Weedy does not press the other half of that skill. Mount Chakra by Sin, looking for the stun. Still holding on to it. Drops it on top of the turtle. Offside as well. Taken out of the picture. A kill in the turtle. Team Indonesia crawling back into control.
Team Indonesia, what they did was they split Team Myanmar, forcing Kaosai to 1v2. 1v2 against Aranda as well as Sin. And that was not a favorable trade, because Team Myanmar really should have backed up the Lancelot. And now Akrar gets pulled back. Might even get taken down here. Aranda gets another kill. Aranda tries to get away. The tech charge used the disengage. Ezekiel going forward with the Crimson Beacon, and Sin is there, but it kills over the Ezekiel. Sin gets a double, and now Kaosai trying to get a kill. But Sin was able to dodge all of that. Team Myanmar, gotta utilize this weapon. They're not.
Cloud Prince moment on Khon Swan. Did you see what he did? He overshot, landed in point blank range, right in the middle of Team Indonesia's forward push, and just died within 2 seconds. Kimmies aren't built to do that.
Yeah. I mean, like, they're supposed to fly, but not like that.
Yeah,
not too deep.
Not straight into your opponent's formation. Team Indonesia now reaping the benefits of Myanmar's odd early game. Aranda gets knocked up via tech charge. Aranda's gonna fall.
Aranda was just trying to give Vision space for Sin to continue to farm up. He would prefer not to die there, but he'll take it. You know what? As long as my jungler gets to farm up, he can do that. Leonardo is doing the same.
And this is why I think Team Indonesia's lineup will eventually work better.
Yep.
Into the late game. They need to find a way to... It's not even on the Kimmy anymore. It's really just use the whole lineup to stop Team Indonesia from hard funneling into Sin.
I can't believe there's 6 kills for Team Myanmar and only one that Sky Piercer. I can't believe they're out damaging the Sky Piercer.
I think it's a matter of Khon Swan not being able to put the damage in reliably.
Yeah.
Because again, Team Indonesia, they also kind of want to be in your face.
Kind of. The Lord is up now. It's already 9 minutes in the game. Leonardo is there, just pushing Team Myanmar out, making sure they're nowhere close to the vicinity. Yet Ted here so far hasn't really had Team Myanmar. Uh-oh, Ezekiel might get caught here.
That is a traction plus throw now.
Big
resource down. Leonardo dashes through. The last insanity takes him out. For Arkar on Leonardo. It might be another here to trade. The Tet falls. Weedy flickers in. Finds the kick. That's one. But there's enough heals on Arkar. Dashes through. Gets a double for Sin. And they're not done. Gets another. Yes, kill. Shinelin on down as well. The Burmese are off the map. A free look for Team Indonesia incoming.
I'm pretty sure that's not Tin, but hey, Maniac still. Shout outs to Shell. And right now, Sin will be able to get this Lord here. And they want to scale up, and if you give that time, this is what happens. A Yi Sun Shin can 1v5, but the 4 around him is just there to protect, just there to set up, just to make sure that he doesn't get touched.
A Yi Sun Shin.
A Yi Sin Shin.
No, Yi Sun Chin.
Chin. There you go.
There you go. You don't have to overthink that.
Dude, I'm tired, all right?
The fact that despite any physical limitations and bodily fatigue, we're still here. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us all around the world. Lord marching in mid, bottom lane heavy presence by Team Indonesia. Top lane getting taken care of by the duo of Chin and
Or Shell.
No, this is Chin.
Shell just got a Maniac, just let you know.
Okay. Still, Team Indonesia are taking control. Myanmar, they've lost the window. They're going to start popping these big jumps coming from the Lord. Leonardo dashing on in and out. Weedy still holding on to that Way of the Dragon. Lord gets taken out. Rampart plus tech charge. Taking Aranda down. Indonesia want to cancel this. Abort. They want to take down one more. Gets his immortality pop. Chin dealing a lot of damage. Chin throws out the turtle boat. Takes too much damage from Khon Swan and Arkar. Here comes Xborg, looking for it. Fire missiles and stakes drop. They can't save the inhibitor.
This is where, all right, the cloud
Maru
of
Isu
Alpha
ni ah,
Alpha
oh,
been able to get onto the back line. Team Indonesia could not end that just yet.
တို့တွေစောနေလေစင်း
Team
တို့
was
အနေ
able to
ပွဲ
get
တွေ
away.
စောနေတာ
This
တဲ့
game,
ဟုတ်တ
that
ယ်
Sky Piercer could have gotten that
ရန်
extra
ကြီးကောင်းလို့
kill.
ကိုကဗတဲ့စားနေရောကြရောလည်းကောင်းလို့ဝင်တယ်လေ
When Sin does have that 7 kill score, that's going to be quite the shutdown goal that Team Myanmar can get for themselves. Speaking of, look at that goal. 10,000 gold for Sin, only 8,000 for the Lancelot. Lancelot only has 3 items. Sin is almost full build, only waiting for that BOD.
That's what I'm saying. A Houston Shin can die maybe once or twice in the early to mid, but as long as the farm is there, they're eventually going to make it either way. Leonardo going up against Kong Sat 1v1.
တဲ့ကိုကဗတဲ့သားနဲ့အပြစ်ထွက်ပြီးတော့ဗတဲ့ဆိုင်နဲ့ဂရောရေးပြတ်သွားပြီဟာကောင်းတယ်
Stop the assault.
ဗလိုက်နဲ့မှရင်းနေရောက်နေဟိုမှာ
Leonardo and Witty enough
Hey,
to
that's
stop
the-
the rest of Team Myanmar from saving the Hilda. Down goes Arkar. 2 free heroes. to pick
ကိုက
up.
ဗတဲ့သားတွေရောကြတော့အပြစ်ထွက်ဆိုင်တယ်
Moving forward, you have skill, looking for it, flush the flicker. Last Insanity, use the dash out. Indonesia.
Team
Look
Kieo,
like they
ooh,
really
who
want
are done
it
it.
right now.
It's not going to be that easy. Arana jumps forward, didn't get the Lancelot because this is what happened to Team Malaysia before.
Yes,
Myanmar
so
was
kind
in
of,
the base,
aye.
but they defended for more than 10 minutes.
All right, we're just at 14 minutes approaching. There's a Lord here. I think that's what Indonesia wants to avoid.
Yes, they do.
That's why they wanted to just try and, oh my Lord, Leonardo in the orange. He's fine. They
fine.
They wanted to end it when they could, because if they gave Myanmar past 20 minutes, it would be too much.
Speaking of, look at his Arana
Now,
taking way too
TV.
much damage, still healing up. And the last Insanity
Ooh,
gets
Leo,
onto
you
Arana.
get
All the while, Leonardo is waiting in the back. Tech charge. Here's the rest of Indonesia gets hit.
ကောင်းပါပြီဆင်းရှောင်းဝင်ပြရတော့ကောင်းပါ
Now
ဗျာ
Indonesia, they're in trouble. The
Yes,
main
Lord.
damage dealer's
Yeah,
out.
but that
There's
was-
one shoot to the back. Don't know what's going on. And now Myanmar retreats.
That's what I'm saying. Team Indonesia
What did she
wants
say?
it
No,
to
no,
end
no.
right here, right now, and instead they get punished. Myanmar knows this. Myanmar has played through the situation. Myanmar welcomes these kinds of trials and tribulations. Now, this Lord is looking like it might be wearing their flag. There's a traction pulse throw. Now, Leonardo.
Only Julian at the other end. Oh.
Here.
ပြတ်မြောက်တယ်
Pops a consecration, holds on to the
ဘာကုန်ပြန်ထွက်
purify.
လာပြီ
Leonardo's alive.
Team Myanmar still able to wait.
ညီမတေကိုနှက်ထားတာ
Sin is basically at max
Oh,
potential.
yeah,
All the items are built.
ပေါ်မှာ
Level
လမ်း
15.
စတော့ပေါ်ကတော့
So
တော့
this
ပို့
is
တာ
as
ပါ
strong as Indonesia can get. Myanmar may be able to get just a bit stronger. Now the Holy
India, Holy
Crystal
Crystal,
has
yeah,
been
totally.
built by Khon Swan. Aranda gets hit by a
Oh,
lot
the
and now
Lord
gets
said,
taken down by
"Oh, Ruby
Yvette.
touch out, eh?"
Sin to the side, wants to kill onto that grok. And all the while, Witty has been taken down,
Yeah,
saved him again
so-
from the planks, and now gets
Kieo,
Kieo.
ထွက်ကြတယ် session ဘက်လိုက်ရဲ့ဝင်ပြီးတော့ပြင်ပြီးပေါက်လာဟမ်
Phra has to get away. Ezekiel uses the Crimson Beacon, gives the kill over. Never mind. Sin focuses on the Lord.
And all this while, Widdy actually survived. Widdy walks away. Widdy takes care of the top lane. The long
ကိုယ့်ဘက်ကဟီယိုတာလည်းနည်းဒီပုံစံနဲ့
timing
ဟုတ်
it
တယ်
to the bottom lane, pushing in with a big fat wave. Leonardo in trouble. Leonardo just relying on stacks. And the consecration actually saves him. Yehezkiel flickers back.
လက်ကတော့ပေးလိုက်ရပြီ
Sequence of events, all still leading to Team Indonesia securing a Lord.
So okay. Team Myanmar, what they gotta do is as they defend.
လောမယူနေတယ်ဟုတ်တယ်နော်တော့တင်းနေရင်းချင်းနဲ့ရူဒီတင်းတော့ပို့ချပြီးတော့
Gets onto Sin, and then Conswan kills everyone else, right? Just
လောပေးပြီးတင်းချင်တယ်လေကမ်းပတ်ချင်တယ်လောပေးပြီးတင်းချင်
and eventually you get it, because Myanmar, they can defend. They just, it's hard for them to get the right targets to kill.
အင်ဒိုကဒါတော့ဟိုနော် MPA အင်ဒိုမှာနံပါတ်8တင်တာကျင်းလေးပွင့်အင်ဒိုဗျာ
Chin, compromising the defense by Ong down bottom. They penetrate through that lower lane inhibitor. Then
Oh, why check?
uses
They don't need check it. They don't
the
need to.
They're no one home. The passive pushes back the rest of Team Indonesia. Lord still standing. Widdy looking
Yeah,
to get
Lord,
one.
he
The
got it,
full
man.
lap of
Doing
flicker
it.
by Aranda. And the defense succeeds. Aranda used to flicker back. Myanmar does it again.
Like I said, man, they did this against
ကျောင်းမှာကြည့်နေတယ် bro တဲ့ဟုတ်ပြီ
They
ကွာ
have this fighting spirit. They know the game is not over. All they need is time. And they can buy themselves time. They're rich in this kind of way. Because you can't buy time, but they can.
This is a special kind of skill. An attribute
ဒီမှာ ဖေကွန်တင်းမှာ
to know
ဖေကွန်
when you
e-sport
can force a push, to know how much longer you can extend your life despite being down about 6,000, 7,000 gold, having 2 of your 3 inhibitors.
ကိုက game 1မှာ AC ဘောဟုတ်တယ် game 1 AC လေးနဲ့
Their long lane
ရှုံးပေးလိုက်တော့မယ်
out. This is a dance they cannot participate in.
Oh, look at that. Actually, quite a bit of damage coming in from the Kimmy. Leonardo as well is approaching to the point the Uranus isn't going to be all that tanky because the damage from the X-Borg and the Kimmy is going to be a bit too much, especially once the Kimmy has the Wishing Lantern.
I can see it already. About
နိုင်နေ
3 minutes ago, I felt like Leonardo.
ဒါတော့ဥစ္စာတော့ only Indo ကကောင်းနေတယ်မပါသေးဘူး
Again. He really needs his ult.
တင်းလေးကို Indo MPL Indo မှာနံပါတ်
18 minutes in, and about 24 minutes, 26 minutes is where the team fight is going to be very important. If Team Indonesia
8 ကမ်ဘာတင်းတင်းနေမဟုတ်ဘူးကစားတာပုံစံကိုမဟုတ်လို့ပြောနေ
even with all this turret still alive, Team Myanmar could
မဟုတ်ဆောင်အဟုတ်တယ်လေကိုကအရင်ကြီးအပြစ်ထွက်တိုင်းနေလို့မရတာကိုကမကနိုင်ပေးတာ
I'm looking at a 1 for 3, 2 for 4 even, and that could end the game in favor of Team
ဟိုကနေလာတာဒီနောက်ဘလန်နဲ့ဝယ်ဝင်နိုင်တာ
This is an evolved Lord.
ကိုကလည်းရွေးနေကြီးနဲ့ချင်းချင်းကုန်နေ
A Lord that will amplify the damage that either team could bring to the table. Aranda clearing this lane. Bottom lane slowly should be checked in by one of the members of Team Indonesia to possibly feign a split push as Indonesia pull the Lord over to their side.
And looks like Witty is going for
real
flanks here. Leonardo is just staying inside the base of Myanmar, forcing Kimmy to stay there. And I guess someone's got to protect the base, but this is not entirely great for Myanmar. Ezekiel has to get away with the Crimson Beacon. Myanmar has to play around Export here. Export's the main bane for Indonesia, but he's not able to get the fires onto Team Indonesia, and all the while, and now Tekchar hits onto Tree. Miranda tries to get away. Downside goes to the back, finds Sin half HP, and Myanmar has the favorable trade. Even Leonardo taking way too much damage from this landslide.
That's what I'm saying. Even a Uranus cannot stand their ground to what Myanmar is putting to the table. Now suddenly, it's Myanmar who's in control of the dance floor. The Lord Dance favors the Burmese. Save for the long lane. Leonardo pulling them away. Leonardo, where are you going? He already used a Purify. Pops Immortality. Could be a man down. He's alive, but just barely the kick to deny the finish.
They know they gotta end this soon. And Flicker used by the X-Borg as well, but not gonna be in trouble there. Indonesia, they made the call. Someone's gotta go down. Leonardo raises his hand, was like, let it be me. Let it be me.
Yep, that's veteran wisdom.
Let me
do it. He's off the map for 2 seconds. Fortunately for Indonesia, they have time. They're going to delay the take on this Lord, sink the waves. If anything, bottom came in too soon.
Yep. Lord now, doesn't look like Indonesia will be able to get here on time. With the X-Borg as well as the Kimmy, they're able to deal with this 20-minute Lord. And even a top wave, looks like Myanmar is able to clear out as well.
Oof.
Got to study how Myanmar does time and time again. Their DNA at this point.
This is just a fundamental understanding of each hero's limitations, of each lineup's propensity to do certain things at certain times. So I understand that this is coming from a team that's been together for so long now.
Yep.
This is Falcon. And if my math is correct, they've been a team in one way or another for about 3 years now, even under different banners.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, this is a best of 5. So grab your dinner, grab your supper, enjoy your time. If you're with your family, hang out with them as well.
Or breakfast if you're from a very different time zone.
Hey,
or lunch.
We invite all of you because we all know this true fact, Leo.
အတိအမော်တော့ရောက်သွားပြီဗျာနိုင်ရတော့နည်းနည်းအားဆက်လိုက်ရတယ်မင်းနဲ့ပွဲကနိုင်သွားလားမင်းနဲ့ပွဲရှုံးသွားလေတတိယလူနေရတာပါမင်းနဲ့3-1နဲ့ရှုံးလို့တတိယလူနေရတာပါ
Myanmar showing Team Indonesia they could do this all day. If anything,
အမော်ရရောက်ကြဆိုညကြရမ်းလာတောင်းလိုက်လေ
playing, they might be the
စင်
ones
ကုံကလောက်အောင်ကျန်တော့မလား
days like this.
Yes. I mean, hey, they're telling Indonesia like, hey, we can do this all day, like Superman did.
That's not Superman.
မြောင်ကြီးကဘာပြန်လဲ
More or less same.
Talking about Thor.
Oh, my bad. You know what? You're right.
ကင်မီယိုချောင်းတဲ့ရီဆန်ရှင်း
Hey, look at bottom. Team Indonesia might want to go for a backdoor.
ပြန်နေပြီတော့လေဟိုရွေးနေတဲ့တော်မှာကင်မီဘလို့က
Killing spree. Sin gets the kill, and now
နာဖောင်းလေးထဲတာဆိုတော့မရတော့
as well as Hilda trying to stop them. So they're trading Kimmy for
ဟိုနဲ့ဒီဘက်မှာ damage ပြမှာ last round နဲ့ကင်မီနော်
Leonardo has nothing
ကင်မီ
else
များ
to
တော့ damage ပြမှာတီးရကြ
for
တော့
Team Indonesia. So it's just a brick wall, and the X-Borg is
အေး
next
ကော
on
ပါ
the
တီး
table.
လေးဝနဲ့ရှုံး
Team
များပါဗျာ
Myanmar,
အေး
they're
ထဲတာခဲ
making
တယ်
mistakes leaving their own alone. But all the way comes
အဲဒါလေး
up
ကို
to
ဆို
Kieo.
ဦးသူရှင်းပြန်ရပါ
Mosat finds him, and there's a big
အော်
dead
တော်တော်လေးစ
charge.
ရီတော့တိုက်တာလေ
A lot of ults being spent, and I'd say in the right spots. Team Indonesia lost more than they gained
ခရစ်စီ
here.
နေလေ
There is
နေ
a
တော့
huge wave coming through mid and bottom. They send back Shine Lin Ong to take care of that.
ပထမဘယ်တင်လဲဘောလူပွဲကဆော့ခေါ်နေနေပါ
Again, as you
ဖိ
mentioned,
လစ်ပိုင်နဲ့မ
that
လေး
is
ရှားနဲ့
a
လူအောင်ပါပါ
Okay, let me give you a crazy idea, right?
Okay.
Aranda, Sin, Ezekiel, and Leonardo play around the Lord.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Witty, sell one item, get a wind talker,
Go for it.
end it. You can do it. You're a Cho.
He has to hide himself though, and I think
There's a lot of bushes.
they're gonna send Arkar or Hitet to hunt him down. All right, we'll see how possible that is after this dance. The dance will dictate if that is indeed possible for Witty, the show to do. Lord dance initiated.
ဟိုဇူရှင်းတင်တော့ဟိုတာလို့မရ
One
ဘူး
more member. He has kill. Oh no. I think Myanmar are committing to this.
Yeah.
This is the point of no return.
ပြန်ရှင်း
After
မော်
Witty
နီ
jumps
တော့
in, tries to get a kick. Tech charge, trying to slow them down. That's the Lord. Sin gets it.
အာ
It was there, but
လော
all
ဒီဆန်
Sin
ရှင်းနေရ
passes
ပြီ
forward, gets the block. Team Myanmar has to get away. They try to commit for it, but Team Indonesia, Witty and Aranda are on the case, making sure that the landslide does not get close.
How unfortunate is that? That when they had the numbers advantage is exactly when they fumble the Lord. I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm saying it's perfect timing for Indonesia to rely on the Lord's knockup to try and stop Kong Sat from coming in via the Phantom Execution and retributioning that Lord. Nice kick, finding Lin Ong. Lin Ong does not have the Faraga armor for last insanity. There goes another Mount Shocker, stunning him up. The base is
number one မှာတော့ Indonesia ပဲနိုင်သွားတယ်ကြားပြီ
first blood.
It's
ဇမ်ကြားပြန်ဦးပဲကြားပြီ
between
ပါပြီကွာ
Indonesia as well as Myanmar. And again, this is for bronze medal, so we can definitely see both
တော်ပြီမ
teams.
ကြည့်တော့ဘူး
Until the crystal has been shattered, they're gonna try their very best. But let me just say this: there were signs that Myanmar,
သူတို့စိတ်တောင်ချောင်းလို့တက်လာတာ
there,
ဘယ်
which
ဖြစ်
is
ဒီတိုင်း
super
ဆို
bannable, was that Ruby. We were talking about the Ruby should have been banned.
Crusader.
Ruby instant for pick.
HB ကရုပ်ပေါ်
I
လာ
think that's something that
နေတာကြီးသူတို့စိတ်တောင်ချောင်းလို့ထိုင်းလို့ဒီမော်လက်စတီတို့ BNN တို့လည်းတွေ့လို့
Especially if there's a Yusun Shin on the other side.
ကျွေးမယ်ဆိုတဲ့
Again, even deep in the trenches of a Lord dance,
ဟုတ်တယ်လေထုတ်ကားဟဲပါကိုကြည့်တော့
if
လို့
a
ပြရ
player
တော့
is
ဗောတဲ့
completely aware of what's going on, could be a major threat. Again, that was literally almost everyone in that pit. There was the X-Borg, there was the Grok, all the damage coming in from the Kimmy. Hell, even Arkad, I could have sworn, had some stacks on Sin, but still, Chin was able to stop this and say, you know what? I got the Lord, everybody. Don't worry about it.
Yep. Looking at the movements coming in, I would say there are some coordination issues, especially for the early game. Because I really feel like Team Myanmar,
ဘာမိပါဗျာ Esports
even with a Sky Piercer, they could have just invaded, forced out fights. I understand that taking down a is going to be quite difficult, but the Uranus was there, the Ruby was there, the Cho was there. There were options. It's just that they were being maybe a little bit too careful, maybe too respectful towards Team Indonesia when they, in my personal opinion, they didn't have to.
I think the problem with what happened with Team Myanmar is they were never proactive about it. They were never the aggressors.
Yeah.
They were never the aggressors. They were always waiting and hoping for Team Indonesia to make a mistake. And on one side of the coin, that's okay because they have an open base.
Yeah.
So what they can always do is just, okay, we'll stay inside. We'll wait for you to come in, even with the Lord.
အရိုးရွာကလေးနဲ့ဆော်တဲ့ငါရှုံးလာမသိဘူး။နိုင်ရပြီးမရှုံးရင် blame မယ်။မာလေးဆော်တယ်မယ်
Be proactive and find good last insanities, good tech charges.
ကလေးမဲ့စားအားပေးစကားတွေပြောလာတယ်
And just like Team
ည
Indonesia,
စ်ချီနေပြီအားပေးစကားတွေပြောလာတယ် M2 တွေအားပေးစကားတွေပြောလာတာ
Myanmar should have had,
သူ M7 ရောက်နေပြီ
I don't know, better wisdom to say, clutch time. It's not comeback time.
Yeah.
We should be on the winning end of this. Maybe game 2. There's still time.
Yeah. There's still quite a bit of time, and I feel like if this is their angle, maybe go for something else, because we saw Bruno do quite well in the late, Moskov, Granger, Harif. I think the export is still a good pick, but like it's a good pick to defend. Not really a
ဒီ
good.
မှာအနေနဲ့တိုင်းနဲ့ပဲဆော့နေတာပွဲတိုင်းမလေးရှားနဲ့ဒီနေ့ဒီနေ့
Myanmar has to be careful of, because something that we'd have to say across the time of this game. Look at that, 50 minutes in, all the turrets, 23 minutes in, all except for one turret of Indonesia was still up, which proves your point. They were never proactive. They were reactive. They were waiting for Indonesia to come and then try to do something about it instead of
ရင်ကတော့အဖြစ်မရှိတာလားဟိုမှာ stage ငယ်ရတာ
still had. With all the rotations coming in from the Uranus as well as the Ruby,
ဒီကတော့အဲ group stage မှာရှုံးပွဲမရှိခဲ့နဲ့နိုင်လာတော့ကြတော့
could take a few turrets. No?
And I think that might be the problem.
The
The
semi-final
draft did not present
မလေးရှားနဲ့ပွဲဒီမှာပြင်ဆင်အောင်မရှိ
free
တော့
roles. You know what I mean? This
Di
always
ba naman
is a
yun?
5v5 kind of lineup when it comes down to the late game. And this is that one time they couldn't defend because they just were scrambling. The Lord was overloading them. They were down a man immediately. Team Myanmar, I think there's more to fix than usually how much we want to point out from game to game.
Because personally for me, Igrok, Kimi, Hilda, it's kind of good at holding basically 5 people down.
Yep.
And I really feel like Lancelot should have just gone to the side lane, get those objectives, and then make Indonesia panic a bit, because Indonesia never panicked at all.
Or, since there's no chance to stop our MVP, again, that's Chin on this Yisun Shin, 13, 2, and 6. Therefore, about 90% of the kills for Team
နီး
Indonesia.
တာကရမကလာနဲ့ပေးတာမှရတော့မှာ
What if it was the
ဟောဒီနိုင်နေပြီဆိုပေါ့ပြီလို့ကျွန်တော်ပြောပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်ပြောတဲ့အတိုင်းဖြစ်နေ
right? I think it's safer to do.
ပွဲတိုင်းစရိုက်နိုင်နေပြီဆိုရင်
Could have
ပေါ့
just
သွားပြီ
ran over to the opposite
ထပ်ပြီး
lane,
ပြင်ဆင်မှုဘာမှမလုပ်တော့ဘူး
wailed away at the wave, wailed away at the turret, and then said, "Are you guys gonna come here or not?"
focus
And then
နေလာတယ်
just quickly run
ရှား
around
တင်ကို
the
လေးလာမှုတွေနေလာတယ်
Yeah. Looking at the items here as well, everyone's basically full build. Kimi
အဲကြောင့်လည်း MSL မှာ MSL မှာလည်းအဲ့မှာတော့ Cooler Season ရှောက်လုံးနိုင်လာပြီးတော့
Hunter, making sure that Leonardo
Leo-
is taken down.
playing
and
Leo
Esmeralda, but
ပြုတ်သွားတယ်
yeah, I really feel like it's more macro. It is more macro because the draft
Hey,
is
you
solid.
want that,
The
man.
team fight is okay. The defending is good. It's just that you're not proactive. So that's something that whether you like it or not, in the 10 minutes of break that you have, you got to take that chance, especially
So,
because
I mean,
there
yeah, and
were opportunities. You guys didn't do anything. Like, what's going on? Are you guys tunnel visioning? Are you guys too afraid of Indonesia coming in and going for a fight? Just fight back.
It's possible that the problem here was they were doing the right thing, but they never thought outside the box.
Yeah.
It's possible that, in such a long game of MLBB, you tunnel vision and you forget that, oh, I could have done this.
Yeah.
It's like mass hysteria. I'm hoping that they figure this out going into game number 2.
I would say if this is really their play style, they
They have a
just-
break. They got a break to deal with that.
Yeah. if they really have a playstyle like that, then yeah, just,
like we do.
just draft that way.
Yep.
We're going for a short break, giving time for both teams to recalibrate. So we'll see you guys for game number.
You share ပြရတော့မယ်
the shape, the speed, the precision. Both with pros, made for esports.
ချမ်းရတွေကစုရည်လို့ငွေလေးတိုင်းကဘာမှမရသေးဘူးတဲ့ရှက်ဖို့ကောင်းတယ်ဒါမှမဟုတ် M7 မှာ YG ကယူပြလိမ့်မယ်လေ M7 မှာ YG ကယူပြလိမ့်မယ်ချမ်းပြရ အေးစေးပေါ့တဲ့ဟုတ်တယ်မိုက်တွေယူပြတ်มาလား M7 မှာမထင်ပါဘူးပါပြောလို့မရဘူး flipပိုင်း course လဲပါနေရောလေကျေးလူနေရတာတဲ့ဟုတ်ပါတယ်ဗျကျေးလူပွဲပါဗျကျေးစိတ်လူပွဲပါ7ယူပြလိုက်မယ်တဲ့ fan တွေရဲ့အစဲပဲတရားရမှာပေါ့ဘာရီလိုအပ်နေရလဲလို့ညီမမိုဘိုင်းလေးချင်း pro player တွေအသင်းတွေအကုန်လုံးပေါ့brother ရတဲ့ဂိမ်းဆိုရင်ဘယ်နေချက်ကအကောင်းဆုံးလဲတဲ့ကိုကြီးတဲ့ဂိမ်းဆိုရင်ကျွန်တော်ကတော့ဖုန်းဝယ်တော့ဘာအော်ကျွန်တော်နေချက်နဲ့ပဲဆော်တာများတယ်ဆောင်းမခိုင်းလိုက်တဲ့ကျွန်တော်နီးကိုဘာလို့ထည့်မဆော်လဲနော်ဒီကိုခေါ်တော့ရောထင်ဆိုကလမပြောနေညောင်းနေဘလို့စောနေရလဲမြို့ဒီပွဲမနိုင်တော့ငါနဲ့တွေ့မယ်တဲ့ငါတော့ပဲကိုတောင်းပစ်ထားလေကွာတဲ့မလို့ဘာကြောက်နေရလဲမလေးရှားကိုနိုင်တော့လားဗျာတဲ့မလေးရှားကိုမနိုင်လို့အခုအင်ဒိုနီးရှားနဲ့တတိယနေရာလူနေရတာပါမလေးရှားကို3-1နဲ့ရှုံးသွားလို့အခုအင်ဒိုနီးရှားနဲ့တတိယနေရာလူနေရပါအခုအင်ဒိုနီးရှားကိုဂိမ်းမှာရှုံးထားပါတယ်ခုနကကင်မီယာနိုးဒမ်းမေမဟုတ်ကင်မီယာနိုးဒမ်းမေကိုကင်မီယိုရဲ့ light A နေရတယ်ဟိုအောင်နဲ့ကင်မီယိုရဲ့ချောင်းနေရကွာ
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you guys can see, we are starting game number 2 here.
ကိုယ်မှာအဲ့လို strategy မရှိဖြစ်နေဟိုကဘယ်ကောင်တက်ခဲ့ထားပြီးအိမ်နဲ့ဘယ်ကောင်ချောင်းလဲ
Will be the map. On Isabel alongside with Leo. Looks like the draft should be starting now. It is. And Myanmar is still first pick in terms of bands. Hasn't changed.
နိုင်မဲ့ပွဲလားရှုံးမဲ့ပွဲလားဆိုတာတော့ပြကြည့်ပြီးတော့ခဏပေးကြပါဦး
Hayabusa will the trend continue.
တော့ပြလေးကြည့်ပြီးတော့နိုင်မဲ့ပွဲလားရှုံးမဲ့ပွဲလားဆိုတာ
Lancelot was enough of a problem in the hands of Kaung Sat, so they take that out of the equation. But in game 1, it was actually Team Myanmar that took out. Maybe this will change.
Angela
Pick 3
Khadia ban လာတယ်
sorry, ban 3
Indo
for
Bagaro
Myanmar.
non-stop ban လာတယ်
You know,
something that they adjust as well.
you know, my
မလေးတော့မနိုင်နိုင်ဆို
Kieo
လို့အင်ဒိုဆိုဝေး
is that
ရှုံးမှာ
they
ပွဲ
got the Grok, but
ဓာတ်ပစ်လေးကြည့်လိုက်ပါဦးဓာတ်ပစ်ကြည့်ပြီးမှရှုံးလာတာနိုင်မှာလားဆိုတာ
his hero. Again, maybe just
Yeah,
nerves
sheep,
because
Ban Hari.
I have not played on stage. This is the first time, so it is kind of weird. But your first time playing on stage is the bronze match, fight. So maybe that causes some jitters.
မြန်မာက
I
တ
feel
န်
like at
ကြီး
this
ကို
point,
စပယ်
maybe it's
ပုံ
better
ပေး
to
နေ
go
ဟုတ်
for
တယ်
Gacha. It's easier to execute, and even though Grok is
ကျန်တဲ့ကောင်တွေကိုတီးနေတော့တယ်ဇူရှင်း first pick
instead Myanmar does go for that Jushin, and I feel like it's an amazing pick considering
Yeah, like, bro, yeah.
kind of made it very difficult for the front lines of Team Myanmar to do anything against Indonesia.
Lafel, help me remember, are we in flying clouds again?
ကဲ
Yes,
တော့ပဲ
we're on
ကြည့်အောင်
flying
တော့ပဲလေ
clouds. Good
ဟို
serve.
တက်ရှယ်ဟီကို3အောင်တီအောင်ပစ်
Again,
ပိတ်တာနော်ဟာယာဘူဇာလန်စကော့
I
ဖန်
would
နေ
say why not?
Yeah, why
တက်
not?
ကြီးကိုဘန်လိုက်ပါလားလို့
It could help
ကဲ
because
ဒီဆန်ရှင်းတဲ့ယူ
that
နေ
means Myanmar's
Sorry.
lessons from game one carry over much sooner, but they might actually be
ဘာဖြစ်
changing.
ဖြစ်ဖိုက်တယ်မှာကဲ
These
တင်းမျိုး
Jushin
ဖိုက်ရင်
instead of
တင်းမဲ့တူမအောင်နိုင်အောင်ဆော့လိုက်
Team
တော့
Indonesia, they're just gonna try to draft the same way, I think. Without the mid Zushin,
တတိယမြန်ပြီးပြီ
I
တဲ့
think they
ဟုတ်
can
တယ်
afford
ဗျာ
a KP2.
Yeah,
Still,
I
ကို
feel
ရီးယားရွှေ
like
မန်းတာ
honestly I want
How
to see a
does that-
juggler here because the Yushin is
Pure
out
wall,
there,
pure
Lance,
wall,
Haya, and Fanny are out. So is it going to be a joy? But it's gonna be good to get the
Yeah.
SMA first. So probably a
That's
Gato matcher
ma.
here to take away from Indonesia, have a little bit more control on your
ဘာ
side.
ကြီးလို့နေဘာကြီးကောက်ပါ
Gatot, Grok, either or.
interesting how Grok,
Or high loss later on.
how Grok has not shown himself. Usually it should be by now, right here, but it's not. It's
ဂျွိုင်းနဲ့လွတ်တဲ့
a joy.
Because what other
Assassin
options is
Jungle
there?
Rock.
Exactly.
Okay.
Kaung Sat,
Fine.
despite his very prolific performance on the Fredrin about a year back in the M6 World Championships, to pick up a joy. So that's one of the few remaining assassins left in the game after these bans.
နိုင်တော့တယ်
That'll be flanked by the Zushin and the Esmeralda.
တတိယမြန်မြန်သူမကတော့
Indonesia close up
တ
the
တိယ
gap.
ရဗျာတကယ်ဒုတိယလူတော်ဖြစ်တော့နော်
They choose the Gatot Kacha over the Grok.
I think this
ဒု
is
တိယလူတော်
more
ဖြစ်
just to
တော့
make
ဘူး
sure that
လို့
between the Grok as well as the Gatot, it's more difficult to mess up with the
ရောပန်းတာ
Gatot.
တယ်
It's rarely do you make mistakes. The mistakes that we see is a random AOG at one spot, which just misclick.
And correct me if I'm wrong, roamer specialists, you can go ahead and chime in the chat. Gatot Kacha is a better support than Grok.
Yes.
Grok is better at initiations. Grok is
Ruby.
actually a more lethal roamer.
Oh, man,
But
yeah,
Gatot is just
eh?
better all around. Just cover your back,
Grok
protect you.
Grok is amazing at denying, engaging, and zoning. The Gatot has that revitalize, and that really helps out, especially if you go for like a main carry, like a Yusin Shin.
Yep.
So that when the Yusin Shin gets out, you can heal him up, goes for those jungle creeps, get some HP back, and then go back in. And
Yep.
that's something that the Grok can do, unless we want to try Grok revitalize.
ဒီဇိုင်းရှင်းကို
But
ပွဲ
I don't
ပေး
want
ကြ
to
တယ်
give that
ဟုတ်
role
တယ်
just yet.
Not worth it. You need that flicker to be able to position the tech charge where you need it to be. Closing up the bans is the
စီစီထက်ယူရင်
Ruby and the Harris for
Yeah,
Team
Hora.
Myanmar. The Hilda goes for Team Indonesia. Then they
Lulu.
swing back with a
ပို့ပြလိုက်ရ
Lulux.
ဟိုဝမ်းနဲ့
This is a mid lane Lulux.
Oh,
I've never seen
1-1. Dude, 1-1
Speaking
gets-
of 1-1, is this a...
brother ဒါစီဂိမ်းပြန်ပွဲလားဟုတ်ပါတယ်ဗျစီဂိမ်းပြန်ပွဲတတိယလူပွဲပါ
1, and now with the Guinevere in Rome,
နေဗီယာရောနဲ့ဝဝမ်ကိုလေး
if Team Myanmar does not get aggressive with this lineup, I don't know what.
ဝဝမ်တော့ကြိုက်တယ်ဟုတ်တယ်
It's a lineup that can really only be aggressive. There is no way that this lineup...
အာလီလိုက်
move forward.
ဒိုင်းမှာရပါနော်
There's no way that this lineup defends well in the base. You're wasting so much of what you invested in if you are put on your back foot. And that's up to you, I think, in the
Yeah,
early
let's
game
pick
especially, since
Indonesia.
Guinevere can really be lethal at as early as level 2.
So in this kind of situation, if Indonesia is unable to end, it's kind of their fault.
တတိယလူပွဲလားတဲ့ဟုတ်ပါတယ်ဗျတတိယလူပွဲဗျရင်ကမပါလား
Like you said,
မာပဲလေအဘီအောင်ပေါ့ဟာ
Jushin
ဟုတ်
ish
တယ်
and the Joy electrifying beats ish.
Yeah. Oh, in
And-
that sense, yes.
And in a way,
စီစီ
you
ကို
can
လေး
say that this
ဟုတ်လား
is kind of their style because they want to delay.
ပထမဒုတိယလူပွဲထင်တာတဲ့
With the 1-1, you can't.
ဟိုသူတို့ကစင်ဘောရန်တက်ဆော့ခြင်းနေတာကွာစင်ဘောရန်တက်ဆော့ခြင်းနေရော
Okay, I have this.
ဘောလူပွဲဆိုရင်
I don't
နောက်
know.
18ရက်နေမှာဆိုတရက်ကျော်တော့ဆော့အောင်နေအောင်
The the
မဆောက်ကျင်တော့စင်ဝရမ်းတက်ဆော့ကျင်
when
နေတော့
1-1 jumps up,
အော်ဒီနေ့တက်ဆော့မယ်ဆိုတတိယလူပွဲပဲဆော့လိုက်
attack
တော့
being reduced for some reason. I don't know if it's like, you know, they
မျိုးသမီးပွဲနိုင်တော့မျိုးသမီးပွဲကအုပ်စုတော့တက်သွားပြီတတိယနေရာနဲ့ပဲတက်သွား
It might be in the two
မျိုးသမီးပွဲကလည်း
the
အုပ်စုတတိယနေရာနဲ့ပဲတက်သွားတော့
you're in iframe of that item, so it doesn't count.
you're not affected by it.
Yeah, like when I saw the interaction, I felt like, wait, I fought against a few attack speed heroes. This does not feel like your attack speed is reduced. And in that sense, if you're a really good 1-1 player, then 1-1 might be
မနိုင်ရမယ်ဟိုတော့ဂိမ်းလေးကနိုင်ရမှာပါ
just because the item doesn't affect her. But again, that's kind of like when I play kind of feel, I don't know about coding, so I don't know if I'm correct.
ဒီ dash
I
right
think there's a possibility
Sanji.
that what you are feeling was legit.
Yeah,
Because she's literally off the map.
yeah.
It makes sense for
The item
that,
not to
for that interaction to have been there. Ladies and gentlemen, one more look at the lineup between
Yeah, that would
Myanmar
be again.
and Indonesia. Talking about the
ပုံမှန်
1-1,
နေတဲ့ pattern
besides just
Nee,
people
dat is
building
now.
Winter Crown,
Yep.
Yazgil is on a Lunox,
Yes.
which has a built-in
နည်းနည်းတိုင်းပဲ
defense
CC
against
ရ
the
ဟုတ်တ
1-1.
ယ်
And finally,
CC ကိုလင်းထွက်တာ
dear God, thank you. Finally, a Uranus in the EXP and a CC in gold. I like that because the CC
Morning
can actually
tonight,
trade
everyone.
with the 1-1. And I need to see the battle spell on the CC. I
Yeah.
want to know what Leonardo's rocking.
It should be a vengeance.
အင်ဒိုကလာရှုံးဝင်ကောင်းပါပဲ
1-1 and a joy there.
Uh-huh.
But
RN loss, bye loss နေရတော့စင်မောရောက်မှာ
just to make sure that you don't get caught by
ဟိုတိုင်းရှုံးနေရ
random Guinevere jumping in. But either or, looks like we are taking a bit of
Legging jam,
time
legging
going
jam,
into the
yeah,
game
ooh.
here. Aranda does have to be careful, as well as Weedy, not to give free weakness stacks over to the 1-1. Because, again, this is one of the situations as the roamer and the EXP laner, you kind of have to be careful of your positioning where you might
အဲ့လို
accidentally
ညီမ fighting ဆို
you
ပုံ
know,
မှန်လေး
let
မန်မန်
her jump up
Yep.
and survive when
Yep.
your jungler tries to get a kill.
Yep. We have a pause, as you can see,
pause ထားတယ်
on our players.
It's gonna get paused.
In addition to what we have on overlay. I
အားတော့ဝင်ရလိုက်စနေကွာအားမရဘူး
our
ကိုယ့်ကနေ
lobby
အင်ဂျီ
is,
တွေ
intact. I
Indo
hope
ka
the
tatiya
lobby is
niya
intact, so that we can begin the match shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to remind everyone that
အင်ဒိုမနိုင်ဖိလစ်ပိုင်ဆိုပြီးတော့မလေးရှားတော်ရှုံးပြီးတတိယနေရာရောက်လာပြီလေ
the gold medal match
ဖိလစ်ပိုင်နဲ့အကြိုင်ကိုမပြန်ရတော့ဖိလစ်ပိုင်နဲ့တွေ့ကိုမတွေ့လိုက်ရတော့မြန်မာ
and for tomorrow it will be the female division
ဘယ်
semi
လိုပြီးလဲကိုတဲ့ဂိမ်း1ပြီးတော့ဒီ1စီးနဲ့ရှုံးလာပါတယ်
we'll have knockout stages,
Nama
semifinals,
fighting.
and the bronze match for the female division for tomorrow. So looking forward to that one. Personally for me, seeing Malaysia doing quite well, I want to see if they're able to get to the gold medal match
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
မြန်မာဟီရိုပစ်တာရဆန်ကြီး
It is going to be the men's Indonesian team going up against Myanmar. Ezekiel just staying still, make sure he doesn't lose his focus.
He's pensive.
ခုကစင်မောပါဆော့နေတာပါစင်မောတက်ဆော့ကြတော့ကြတော့ဒီနေ့မရရအောင်တက်ဆော့
State of melancholy.
ငါတို့ဘောလူဝဲမတက်တော့ဘူး grand final ကိုတက်နေတော့ဘူးဒီနေ့ပဲစင်မောတက်ဆော့မယ်ဆိုပြီးတတိယလူပွဲမှာတက်ဆော့လိုက်
Yep. But also, it's a state of trance. You see how he doesn't take his eyes off his screen. He's both in the
မြန်မာ
game.
BG ဖွဲ့လို့တတိယရဗျာတဲ့
I'm not taking my eyes off the screen.
Neither am I.
Yeah, we're sticking on to this one. And it looks like we will be having a remake.
Yep.
Seeing the crystal.
And I think
Pop off.
I think that's what our technical liaison officers are saying to our athletes is we need to change it. There must have been something.
Yep. Well, let me just say this is a good test for the mental of the players.
And
ကျွန်တော်မေးတာဖြေအောင်နေတာတဲ့ဗာမေးထားတာစိတ်ဝင်ပါတဲ့ပုံစံတွေပါဗျာတဲ့ကျွန်တော်မေးတာဖြေအောင်နေဗျာဗာမေးထားတော့
very seriously, sir.
ကျွန်တော်ဒီမှာ comment ကိုတစ်ကြောင်းတစ်ကြောင်းလောက်ပဲပေါ်ထားတာလို့ YouTube လဲ YouTube မှာပါပြနေရလို့နော်
I guess
So that later I can crash out.
and I'll be like, hey, calm down. It's
ကျွန်တော်မေး
okay.
တာဗာ
Exactly.
ဖြေတော့
Imagine both of us
Crashing out at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, who would want that,
ညီမ
right?
ရှုံးရင်ဘယ်လိုရောက်မှာလဲညီမရှုံးရင်ဒါတတိယလူပဲပါလို့ညီမရှုံးရင်ကြည့်
That would make for a
တော့ဖိုးနဲ့ပဲကျင်နေရပါပါနိုင်ရင်ကျင်းစိတ်ဆူရမယ်ဒါပဲ
bad broadcast. Or hey,
နိုင်ရင်ကျင်းစိတ်ဆူရမယ်ရှုံးရင်တော့ဖိုး
Depends on who's watching,
it's all
really.
about perspective.
ဘာစုမှမရဘူး
Who's watching, right?
တော့ဖိုးတော့မပြောဘာစုမှမရဘူး
People like the
Okay.
series, the 6-7s,
6-7.
6-7. I saw a dude just do it.
YouTube channel မှာလက်ဆောင်စီစဉ်နဲ့လက်ဆောင်တွေပေးပါရနော် weekly bet တစ်ပတ်ကိုတစ်ခု
Your brain's like, what is this guy doing?
No, at that point, I realized
YouTube channel လေးကို subscribe and like
Crazy?
လုပ်ပြီးတော့လက်ဆောင်စီစဉ်မှာလည်းပေါအောင်လို့ရပါတယ် YouTube channel ရဲ့ဒီ TikTok user name တိုင်းပါပဲနော် YouTube YouTube channel
No,
Facebook
here I
page
was expecting to be able to share
အကုန်လုံး
my
ဒီ
6-7 story because you experienced
Telegram တွေရော
I mean, I guess Aria, but
TikTok user name kzgaming
my
သူညာသူညာခွန်ဆိုပြီးရိုက်လိုက်ရင်ရှာလိုက်ရင်
the
Yeah, what?
the Sea Games
kzgaming သူညာသူညာခွန်လို့ရိုက်ရှာလိုက်ပါ
she's of that generation.
of that generation, yes.
Okay. Lovely. The door's been opened. There's no turning back. I'm going to tell my story.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So,
We got time. We got
Get
time.
this. On my way out of the country to Japan. So I was in the Philippines, all right?
All right.
In the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 in the heart of Pasay City, Manila. I was in line. I don't remember what I was in line for.
Don't know how that happened, but okay.
Might have been something like
အခုအမြဲဝင်ကြည့်ရဲ M7 1G ကိုရအားခဲပြီးရပြီးတော့မဟုတ်တယ် M7 1G ကိုတေချာအားပေးရမယ်
you know, back of my head, I was hearing just kids going 6-7, 6-7.
1G အင်ကြီးရွယ်
So this is
မှာ
in
ပြီးတော့
Manila, all right? Filipino kids. Guess what?
What?
In a random fast food chain in Japan. I hear it too. 6-7.
No.
I'm like,
What? Dude, I'm crashing now,
that's
bro.
not Japanese.
No
Yeah.
cap.
No cap.
No cap.
Fur fam. So 6-7, and then guess what? I
1G
landed
ကဘယ်နေလဲ 1G က10ရက်နေမှာကွာဇန်နဝါရီ10ရက်နေ3ရက်နေ white ကတွေစောက်ရမယ်
30 minutes from here.
No.
I come in, I wait for my luggage to come from the conveyor
မနေ့
belt.
ဖြန်လားမနေ့ဖြန်လားဘယ်ပွိုင်းဗာမိထားလဲဒီညစောင်းပါလား brother
Is it big
ဒီ
here
ည
in
စောင်းပါပါ
Thailand for people to just be like 6-7?
Hey Paul, you
game
hear
play
that?
လိုက်
6-7.
YouTube game play
Yeah,
လိုက်မှာလက်ဆောင်စီစဉ်ရှိပါတယ်
It's
It's not him. It's not him though.
No, not him. He's
Not him.
defensive about it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
okay.
like, not me, not me.
Yeah, so
I do
so-
other stuff.
So, but yeah, it's a global phenomenon. Ladies and gentlemen,
ရှားလိုက်တာဟုတ်တယ်လို့ဒီကောင်လေးဟိုးတာဖြစ်နေတယ်မှာ
passes back to the match. It's a draft that I think Myanmar did well to adjust with, but they're still introducing.
Perfect ကပြန်စနေရတယ်မှာ same job ကိုပြန်စနေရတယ်
It
မှာ
was all
Yes,
about
yes.
this.
No, no, I know,
weird
but
brain rot.
Perfect ကနေ same job ပြန်စပြီးတော့
I appreciate what you went through.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not yeah, because I feel.
ဟို idea 164ရဲ့ပုံစံ358ပါ
He's like, I'm disappointed about me being disappointed, because I'm sure there's something about our generation. It's just that we didn't have the internet. Well, we did, but it's not for everyone.
I think it is just the way these kids grew up on the internet.
1G မတွေ့ဘူးရောကိုကြီး
Fortunately, we're
1G
back
က
in the game.
1G
Ladies and
M7
gentlemen,
ပါလေ
game number
လာပြီ
two.
game
Can
number
Indonesia
2
lock in match point, or will Myanmar take us the distance and equalize? Welcome to the bronze medal match.
တတိယလူဝဲ game number 2ရစတည်တော့လာပြီကောင်းတယ်အတန်း
Team
ဂိမ်း
Indonesia
နေပါ
at
လို့
this point
မထည့်
probably just like some of the pieces have changed, but the idea is still the same, which is give as much over to Sin, and now Yatet jumping in, doing just a bit of damage onto Witty, and looks like
Also, yeah,
Naruto does,
you do that like a
just
also,
get
yeah.
equalized. Indonesia got it first, but then Myanmar just takes it away.
ရှင်းလည်းနဖရင်းကကန်ပေါက်ထားတယ်
Make sure that Witty and Ezekiel doesn't really get to move around the map.
Oh, quick knock up. Yeskill forcing Weedy to go ahead and pop the revitalize for him. And Myanmar taking control, dominating in mid. Let's look at the EXP lane here. Lafel, don't you miss
M7
it?
ဘယ်တော့စမှာလဲဇန်နဝါရီ3ရက်နေ့မှာ white ကတွေပြန်စပါပြီ
MLBB, man.
YG က10ရက်နေ့မှာစပြီးတော့စ
We've
မှာ
been
ပါ
doing this for years.
ဒါမှဇန်နဝါရီနောက်တော့10ရက်နေ့
I'm surprised, Leo, that after years of wonderful MLBB casting, we still see something new all the time. And then we go back to something more familiar. Esme, Uranus. Haven't seen the Martis for a while. Martis, Frederick. Honestly, Frederick has quite a few opponents back in the day.
လာဆောက်လို့ရပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်လူတိုင်းကိုခေါ်ဆောက်တာပါ
Frederick next board, Frederick Martis, and more.
Uh-oh! Look at this! Team Myanmar answers back! Big knock-up, forcing Chin to pop the Mountain Shocker without any chance of contesting. Myanmar scores the first hurdle.
At least right now,
Where's
I'm going to be
Lara?
more proactive here, because look at
First start ရပါပြီ
always jumping in. Look, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
ကျွန်တော်ပြန်လိုက်မယ်ကျွန်တော်အပ်ထားလိုက်တော့အင်္ဂလိပ်ပြောခဲ့ပါ
Leonardo though.
Oh, crossbow
Wow,
attack.
from
Plus
the
the
reward
rest
that was
of
meant
Team
to
Myanmar
see.
coming in. No way
Okay.
Leonardo survives, even with a
Aspect Puro.
vengeance. First
Dash.
blood drawn by Dax.
Yeah, this
Try
time
me out
you're
there.
like, okay, you know what, coach, you're right. We got to be a bit more proactive. Yeah, Ted jumps in, finds Witty. Kangsat gets more gold here.
They're too proactive now.
Hey, it's
Yeah, sao còn này không được.
They are literally making up for lost time in game number 1, saying in the
You'll
first
get it
3
too
minutes, we are gonna roll you.
Yeah. I mean, like at one point in this best of 5, even Team Myanmar is like, you know what, enough's enough. We've been here for quite a long time. We got to end this. And we cannot end this with Indonesia.
Lâu thơm nhưng
beating
mà
us.
Okay. Despite the stellar start for Myanmar, there's still a lingering feeling. And that is the fact that Chin and his farm is just barely delayed. Sure, he was denied the turtle, but
Yeah.
he's still been running around camps, taking them. And now the AOG, knocking him up. Hitet, able to dash on through. Spatial migration, he survives.
You can hear from the crowd the, ooh, even they're like, oh, you escaped that? That was amazing. Kangsat
I'm
though
pretty sure that's what you heard.
tries to go in.
Đấy, Jess này là PMP này pháo cái đâu rồi. Đúng
Like you
là
say, maybe a little bit too proactive.
You're not hearing the crowd, Lafel. You're hearing the sticker from Aaron Yeager.
Oh, my bad.
Built into the game.
Dude.
Take a look at the items. War Axe almost built up for Chin. There it is. See? That's Chin with the War Axe
Okay, you know what, fine.
inbound. Still no full items built except for Shiny
Thế đấy
Long.
là bảo
Shiny
có
Long, he
vừa
has the corrosion sight. So if anything, he wants to get out of the gold lane.
But if he keeps on getting Leonardo on the CC, but hold on, Ronda goes to the back, screams the beacon use, pulls him back in. Kangsat looking for a kill, a brilliance use. The turtle gets reset. Kangsat looking for the turtle, same as Sin. Who will secure this turtle? And Sin gets it.
Ê,
And now look at the Lunox, does have that Sky Piercer. Will she even be able to get a kill here?
Impressive work by Aranda throughout that
Sao
whole
cái anh
sequence.
đợi này sao PMP
And
này.
that's when you were going to lose your breath by
No,
trying to
okay.
win that turtle fight.
Wow,
Aranda
yeah,
was like
yeah.
3 members of Team Myanmar. He was like, look at me. Don't bother with the Eastern Shin. Look at me. And only at the end did he have to pop the Purify, and they get Christian.
Christian Widow gets taken down. Nikon Swan this time, yes.
He follows me on IG.
Team Myanmar really should start giving kills over to this Jushin. Because this time he still bought that Sky Piercer. I'm hoping for at least 40 stacks. At least.
With a start like that, yes, he has to. But Lafel, sometimes you can't force it. Sometimes you say,
I would.
You see that I bought it. I have to make the sense of this. Oh wait. Oh, Chin tried to go for the flank. Answered in by Witty's AOG. A little too dangerous. Oddly enough, Myanmar, there was way too many of them in that brush.
Yep. So Indonesia again at around, I would say 14 minutes. That's where Sin should have 3 to 4 items, able to go in, get kills onto Myanmar. So Myanmar, in a way, is on a timer. Even though they do have the 1-1, I don't know how reliable it is to hope for the 1-1 to survive when there's a Lunox as well as the Eastern Shin. If she jumps up immediately, she's fine. But any kind of delay, the burst might be a little bit too much for the 1-1 to handle. So even though you do have a late game hero, this late game hero is easier to kill compared to most.
I'd like to think she's not a full late game hero. Off camera, Chin slays Arkar. Back to my thought. I don't think 1-1 is a full-on late game hero. I think she's like a mid-game power spike hero.
No, I agree. Yeah.
With a strong late game payoff, but she can't win a game alone. Massive combo. Hits on 2-1, but the vengeance was able enough to save Leonardo. And Shailin Ang, as you were talking about it, Lafel, falls even before the full breadth of the crossbow goes in.
Aranda gets pulled back by the Jushin. Aranda, Ezekiel, as well as Witty will back off. So they have recovered in terms of the
Sala
and the
Sala
side. So despite Team Myanmar
Sala
having quite early aggression, but they don't really translate it to something else. They don't transfer the kills over to turrets. Compared to Team Indonesia, they're getting 1 turret and now they're getting another turtle.
It's really impressive how Team Indonesia's macro has evolved through the years. Yes, they still have it in their DNA, and we see it in the fight. But They've learned how to do that while taking things.
ပွဲစား3နဲ့တော့ home လို့ပဲ
Tier 1 done for. Top lane just
4 မိနစ်လည်းရောက်တော့ 3နဲ့လည်းပြန်ဖြစ်သွား
There's very little clap back except for that one wave that they forgot to take care of just now.
Akra got caught by Sim, but look at that jump straight onto the Yisun Shin. The damage is not there just yet. Crimson Beacon gets on over there with the Sky Piercer, gets a kill, gets taken down. Double kill for Leonardo. Now comes the 1-1. Can she get the weakness stack? Yes, she can, but looks like she's not going to be jumping up into the air just yet.
LaFell, I think I see what'll make Shine Lin Ang's life a living hell. Oh no, not this! The Vengeance plus the crossbow tang go underneath the turret. It's not gonna do much. Witty looking to catch him with the Unbreakable.
Hey,
It comes around that, I would say.
Yeah.
There's 2 sources of Purify from Indonesia. Imagine if the weakness stacks get put onto the Uranus or
Put
the
Purify.
Lunos. Put Purify.
ခုပဲယောက်ျားလေးပွဲပါ
Just do it again.
Put, put.
Pra, pra. Aranda
Don't.
is there to clear the minions, and yeah. Now with the Oracle as well as the Radiant armor.
I think around the set.
After this, maybe just a Chassis Pauldron, and then gonna be pretty tanky for a while
ဒီ
until
ဒီဟုတ်ကဲ့ပါကျွန်တော်
what you call it, penetration items are
ဒိန်းလိုက် experience စမှာလက်ခံထားရမယ်နော်
We'll think about that later, like 6 minutes later.
Yep. Team Myanmar able to equalize the map. That is Lin Ong taking care of that tier 1 up top. About 10 seconds until
လက်ဆောင်စီစဉ်မှာပါဝင် giveaway စီစဉ်မှာပါနေတယ်
the
ဆိုရင်
farm
တော့
is very, very good for both squads. Crimson Beacon used
YouTube ကိုလာကြည့်မှာပဲပါလို့ရမယ် YouTube မှာ giveaway ပေးတာပါ
No Mount Shocker just yet.
Oh, wow.
Gets hit. Clear cleanses it, and he's fine.
Yeah,
That's
that
all
was
over.
a clutch cleanse. If not, might have been taken down,
Oh,
even
yeah.
by the passive damage from the boat.
Oh yeah.
ဒါလေးတော့နိုင် M7 မျှော်လင့်ရဘူးဗျာစီးရဲကဖဲကောင်မ M7 ကဝိုင်းချင်ကအတင်းမတူပါဘူး
Don't even try to contest with this Lord, because I kind of feel like it is quite difficult to deal with the heavy front line of Team Indonesia. So try to get a pick off, get a kill, rinse and repeat. And then eventually Council can go for the Lord, because I don't know, I just feel like Indonesia does have that advantage.
Yeah. Say what you will about the relatively honest Uranus, but sometimes it's all you need. They did it with the turtle. Here comes Witty with a concealed play. AOG does not knock up anyone. Arkar trying to find people to put shields on and take him away. Swan.
လက်ဆောင်ရရတယ်ကိုယ်ကသူဆိုရင်ရပါတယ်ဗျ
One hell of a dance, this one.
Yeah, look at this. Akar jumps in. Witty now having the Chassis Pauldron Vengeance used, hoping Leonardo to survive, but cannot. On Swan gets the kill. Pulls someone back in. It's Witty. Crimson Beacon used to prolong the fight, but Team Indonesia, they're hiding in the bush to make sure that they don't get caught by
Whoa.
Team Myanmar.
Whoa.
Yet that didn't catch anyone. Randa tries to go back in. Witty might get caught, and he will. Jumping in. Swan gets the other kill. Sin gets on the tree. It looks like Team Myanmar will back off.
Unfortunate that Indonesia had to sacrifice 2 heroes to be able to get a winning position. Now Chin, he's got one shot on him. Dax.
ပိုင်ဝမ်
Heroes in.
ကောက်ပြတာဗျာ
I guess when I say Team Myanmar is dropping back, Indonesia believed it, but all the while Kansai used that confusion
လောလိုက်တော့ဝင်ရရင်တင်
onto
နေ
that
ရော
Eastern Shin, and now Myanmar, now they are on the Lord after getting some crucial pickoffs. There's no way Sin can contest this. Team Myanmar is on the board here with them getting 2 turrets from Team Indonesia. I feel like if they can get your 2s, that'd be great.
They do find one. Another knock-up. And some stacks put onto Witty. I think Witty's done for. AOG out. That's what saves him.
Yep. Team Myanmar, the sieging power is actually pretty good when they do have this Jushin. But I guess Indonesia, they can always just trade bodies, right? Moving forward here, moving forward there. So they're going to be delaying it. The Lord will be marching up top. So probably a good idea for Team Myanmar.
တော့ပါဖိုင်ရင်ဂိမ်း2လေးနိုင်ထားမှရမှာဂိမ်း2နိုင်ထားမှမဟုတ်ရင်
The long lane for Team Indonesia. They're protecting this tier 1 with their life. The back line here threatened by Yehitet. And of course,
လောတော့ပေါ်လင်းလာနေပြီ
I think this is a decent amount of stacks on this Zushin. 4-1-4. I mean, it was cut in half at 2, but a little extra coming in. Myanmar is in a great shape.
They're able to get the top as well. Okay, not really, just a little bit more, but down by Kongsat able to get the tier 2.
ဝင်မိုင်းနိုင်အောင်တယ်
having
ဟုတ်
that
တယ်
concentrated energy as well with all the sustain from Team Indonesia.
တိုင်းသား
This Joy does have to
တိုင်း
stay
သားတို့ပြထား
inside
ပါ
the fight for a while, especially if you want to buy time for the 1-1 to be able to use the crossbow of Tang. Indonesia, now they're in just a little bit of trouble. In terms of the wave clear, they're not bad, but they're definitely not great.
About 4,000 go between them. 13 minutes in. They didn't make much of that Lord. If anything, it did push through mid. Those tier 2s as well. Team Indonesia, what kind of power spike are they waiting for? Have we really felt much of Yehezkiel? I think he's the one. He's the missing piece.
I feel like the problem is he's worried about this Guinevere. And I feel like that's kind of what Team Indonesia is being careful of. And I would say, yeah, because that does have that crucial, like, that clutch catch. I think Aranda has to really, like, you know, open up the map. At least find where the Guinevere is. And then if he'll just slightly...
လောလေးပဲဆောင်းလုံးနေပဲတက်ပါ
Or you know what? Make it simple. Kill Konswan and then you're good. That's the main person that makes you celebrate jumping up and down.
Easier said than done, though. Konswan has a flicker. Konswan has the Crimson Beacon. And you try to hunt him down, he'll feed you over to his teammates.
Do you want to win or not?
I do.
Then do it.
It's easy. Just go.
That's what I would say if I was the captain.
Fortunately, neither.
Neither of us are, yeah.
Yep.
Probably for good reason.
Probably for good reason. MLBB has changed over the years.
Yep.
Aranda, I'd say, is the best man to... Again, let's rewind it back maybe 2 points, right? To play man-to-man defense on Yehitet.
Yeah.
Hunt down the Guinevere so that Yehezkiel isn't as scared.
And I kind of feel like it should be Aranda because I feel like Weedy is a pretty good counter-engage for Team Indonesia and Leonardo as well. Aranda kind of has to do what Leonardo did in game number 1 and just be the sacrifice.
Yep. Lord here at about half health, gets that soft reset. Mount Shocker used by Chin already. Holding on to the stun.
ဘရောဒါပလိုင်းနဲ့ဝင်လာတယ်လေ
Yehitet gets the jump in. Arkar in the flank. And I think we're approaching the point of no return, Lord.
လောလူပေါ်မှာလားဒွိုင်းလာတယ်လောရည်ဆက်ရှင်းပဲရအောင်ပြောခဲ့ပါလိ
Kausa almost got a kill on this Yisun Shin. Indonesia, they still want to fight back. And Team Myanmar, they move forward 1-1. Has to be careful though. Speaking of which, that was pretty brave coming in from Sin because a Yisun Shin against a Joy, that is Joy favorite. The fact that he's able to get that Lord and able to get out, that was good because I thought he would have died.
I believe you. We saw it about 7-8 minutes ago. We're in Dax. Kongsat found Chin right about here in this spot near the river and killed him. So I think Chin does not let old ghosts haunt him. He literally went and said to Kongsat in its face,
ဟုတ်ရပြီ
this
ကို
is
တဲ့
my
ဟုတ်
work.
တယ်လို့
I don't feel he
ဒီကောင်
has
ကြီးကရီဆန်ရှင်းကြီးကိုရင်းကြီးလို့ free free ပေါက်နေရတယ်လေ free free ပေါက်တာဆို
Kongsat is able to get onto him, which honestly Kongsat hasn't been able to do that much.
Uh-oh. AOG by Witty, helping this Lord secure the push, crashing into that tier 2 up top. You were saying?
I was. Indonesia is getting that mid lane and basically at this point just trying to get any easy objectives on the board because it looks like it's quite difficult for Indonesia to jump in when the Jushin is there. We might see a Jushin ban in game number 3. Like even if Indonesia wins, they're like, okay, you know what?
That Jushin is too much.
This is not worth it.
Yep.
It's 7:30. This is not what I want to go through right now.
That's right. LaFell, you called it. Chin picks up the Rose Gold Meteor now, rather than later. Yehitet playing with the range here. Aranda down to about half health. Now
Pero one, what are they?
Konswan falls.
ဒီနေ့တော့အချာနိုင်ခဲ့ရဆိုရင်ရွေးမှလည်းဆူရှင်း
But
ပေးရတ
that's
ယ်
already Lin Ong using the crossbow of Tang on the Uranus alone.
Yeah. Rarely do I see Uranus guarding from behind from the 1-1. But yeah, Ling Ong might have been better off just to escape Aranda and go find someone else. But that's neither here or there. It's 70 minutes in the game. AOG jumps in. No one's there. Leonardo able to get outside, but all the while killing spree for the 1-1. Yet that gets chased by Sin. Arkar is there just to protect. And now with the 1-1 here, Team Indonesia Looks like they're going to retreat for now.
That's an interesting tango that these trios have gone through. I could have sworn they were going to go all in to try and take down Hatet, but we're forgetting that Arkar is here. Arkar deals a respectable damage. I'm waiting for the next fight. So I want to see exactly how painful this Esmeralda has become and how fast she can dance around low HP targets from Team Indonesia.
70 minutes in. I would say...
Oh, she's got the book. She's got
Oh,
the
I
book. That's real.
real.
That is an Esmeralda that could dance around you to death.
And I don't know about the damage because Ezekiel so far has the items, but hasn't done the, what you call it? He hasn't really jumped forward.
Yep. Oh no!
Okay.
Aranda gets displaced.
Oh,
Gets hit. The Gogo Tang, the winner crown. Down goes Kaungsat. Kaungsat looking for more. Revenge. Down goes Liang. And I'd say that's it. AOG trying to pay. 2 for none. Team Indonesia. They got this Lord in their sights, but first they'll take down tier 2.
I gotta say that was kind of all Leonardo as well as the
Leonardo
actually went on the count side. And now is at match point.
The podium finish. Arms reach. Team Indonesia don't want to spend a long night here in Sala Phra Kieo Hall here in Chulalongkorn University. 2-0, just like that.
But hey, why not? The night's still young. 7:39.
GMT +7.
We can be here until 10.
Can we?
Maybe not. I don't know when does this place close. It will eventually. But looking at the highlights here, I think Myanmar, they had a good start, but then after that, it's kind of like, what next? I feel like that's the biggest problem. It's always like, what next?
I'll do you one better.
Okay.
I think they had a great start.
Okay.
They really put Team Indonesia in their place. And it's that ramp up from early to mid. Team Indonesia was already showing signs of, okay, we're getting it. And we didn't really see
Yeah.
I think Yehezkiel... He didn't even die. The fact that he died. The fact that he died might have been the problem that even had to face. Because look, if Shin is afraid of Kaungsat, there has to be some part of the rotations on Team Myanmar that also reflects.
It's kind of like just Ezekiel using the Lunox.
Always
looks at every bush as a death bush.
Exactly. They know. It was their countrymen who did that.
Esports
Every Tuesday. Today's a Monday, so that's more of a tomorrow kind of thing. But
We're not trying to,
yeah, it could have happened today, right? So let's not go into the bush. And yeah, like you said, that might have slowed down the rotation just a little bit. This Jushin might have to get banned because the game slowed down because of her.
I think it's the Jushin. Well, both of them.
Both of them, yeah.
And the Gatot Kacha in the hands of Witty.
Yeah.
This man just knows how to play the Gatot, and you're right. And they were right in deciding to prioritize this over the Grok. So going into game number 2, Myanmar, I don't know, assume that Indonesia would like to ban the Jushin. Given that opening, you ban the Gatot.
Yeah, I feel like it really is like, who's going to be the first pick, right? Because that's also going to be pretty crucial because Jushin is a very first pickable hero. I wonder because, it's quite late, 7:42. What if someone just has a lapse of judgment and accidentally lets go of either the Hayabusa, the Lance, or the Eve? Because I feel like this first it will really change the dynamics of the game. I would say especially a Lance and an Eve.
How about the Eastern Chin in the hands of our MVP? 2-time MVP, mind you, in the bronze medal match. Chin of Indonesia. Is this something that Myanmar should start putting their foot down on?
I like it. You want to know why? He's a good hero. Is the funneling. You see what I'm saying?
You like the product, you hate the process.
It's a good strat, and when you want to win a
အင်္ဂိမ်းလေးပါလဲမသိဘူးရှောက်ပြောအောင်တော့ကိုကြီး
strat, but it's also quite volatile. It slows down the game just a little bit, and as you're
အင်္ဂိမ်း
slowing
လေး
down
ပါလဲ
the
ဆို
game,
ရှောက်ပြောပြီးပါ
it kind of works in Team Myanmar's pace and not really for Team Indonesia's
That's right.
pace.
That's why it always goes past 16 minutes.
At least
If it was up to Indonesia, this would have ended at 14.
11.
I was being conservative, but yeah.
No, trust me. Like they ended the game with Philippines at 11, so that's kind of like where they want to finish off, but it's too difficult.
That's their timing.
That's their timing.
တီရီယာတီကြီးတဲ့တီရီယာတီကြီးကျွန်တော်မတွေ့ဘူးဖြစ်နေဗျ
We saw 2 chastised pauldrons.
From Indonesia.
Yep. One on Witty and another on Aranda.
Yep. So again, this is the bronze medal match. This is match point for Team Indonesia. One more, and they will get the medal.
The podium finish.
ခဏလေး
The
ကို
pride of Indonesia. Myanmar is sweating bullets, I would assume.
Yeah. Started off at the semifinals, topping the groups back in Group A. And yeah, it's getting pretty tough for them going up against Indonesia, despite basically playing Myanmar's pace. Indonesia just accepts that. It's like, you wanna go this right? You wanna tango? We'll pick up the Eastern Shin.
At 7:44 p.m., I think they're going to need a quick break to be able to, gather their marbles and maybe try and extend the series.
Well, all right. Looks like we will go for a short break. Hopefully, the players can recover.
။တော်ပြီဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်လည်းမကြည့်တော့ဘဲနဲ့ game play လိုက် switch လုပ်အောင်လားလို့
Precision. Built with pros, made for esports.
။ဘယ်နိုင်တော့နောက်
The speed, the precision, built with pros, made for esports.
Shifting clouds flow through, gallant youth pursue.
1 4 3 6
We've been searching for
1
days.
4 3 6 9 3 1 1 4 3 6 9 3 1 4 4 6 ကျွန်တော်အဲ့ဒါမရှိဘူးနော်
Oh, that's no cloud. That's a sandstorm. Run! Thunder. I hear thunder. It's here. I know it.
ကျွန်တော် follow လုပ်ထားရနော်ကျွန်တော်အဲ့မဲ့တက်ကိုဦးကိုကျွန်တော် follow လုပ်ပေးထားပါတယ်တက်ကိုကို follow လုပ်ထားတယ်နောက်တစ်ယောက်က4939 4939 990 80
I believe in the clouds. I believe in the clouds! Wow! Hey! Whoa!
season ကုန်က2ရက်ပဲလို့ရတယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ပါတဲ့
See? There's our shifting cloud.
The shape, the speed, the precision. Built with pros, made for esports.
Shifting clouds flow through gallant youth pursue. We've been searching for days, Sora. The shifting cloud is just ahead. Look!
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 33rd SEA Games. And speaking of which, Leo,
Yes,
you know what I love about the SEA Games is where all the countries, well, in Southeast Asia, come, play games, and compete. This is where
That's what the SEA Games is.
that is what the SEA Games is. It's all about uniting. Forget about our differences. We're all here kind of the same. As I'm walking by, people think I'm either Malaysian, Indonesian, Cambodian, Filipino. What else? What? Yeah, even you. Even our producer, if he walks by,
He
he's
thought
like,
you were Thai.
yeah.
I am the opposite. Back home, people don't believe I'm Filipino.
Oh, really?
I still get the random every now and then. I didn't know Leo was Filipino.
really?
Whenever they would see a video of me speaking Tagalog.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you do look Filipino.
Thank you.
People think Gideon is Singaporean.
I see that.
I don't know Adeline Joy, or, you know, whatever she is.
You can't say that.
Yeah, but you,
I'm pretty
no,
sure.
I mean, no. I think she, I think she's been.
She doesn't like.
Let's get it.
She doesn't like getting. Luckily,
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
think-
she's Filipino.
no, I don't think people can put two and two together as to who we're talking about
That's good.
because she doesn't like that. You see how I had to
Hey,
load?
no.
You see how I had to load and think about who that was because my brain just doesn't connect that name with who they are.
I'm checking my phone. If she says something, we know she's watching.
You know what?
Shout out to her. She's
It's about 8:54 from where we're from.
no.
I think she's doing
54.
other things. 8:54. Yeah, that's what I said.
That-
8:54.
That is what you said.
Exactly. We are one step closer to glory. We shared a little code with y'all in case you saw it for a split second. It was on screen. Your chance to claim and redeem some prizes on behalf of the SEA Games and, of course, MLBB. I think the draft is upon us. We're about to see the random map enhancement we're about to get. We just witnessed flying clouds
Twice.
twice. What could this one be? What do you want to see, LaFell?
Broken walls. Why not?
I want river expansion.
You want river expansion?
Because I think these teams play better on river expansion.
Oh, we're
my
getting flying
God!
clouds.
Twice, thrice.
Hey, consistency, man. Consistency.
Consistency.
Consistency. There you go.
If we're talking about consistency, do you think we're going to see Myanmar on the blue again?
Consistency, of course.
Oh, my God. Are we going to play the same game over and over again?
Hold on. Did the draft change?
ကဲတပည့်ကတော့စပါပြီ
Yes.
Okay, you know what? CC.
Yes, it did.
Myanmar, take the gatot. This is
ဒီ
where
ကရွေးနေကြီးပန်းသွားပြီ
the gatot kacha.
What is accent?
No, I'm just speaking normally.
Okay.
You're making me second guess. Boxia though. Now we got a Boxia and a Lapu.
You know what? It's weird that the boxer was never...
I forgot about it.
Was it at all touched in the first two games and then like...
The crazy thing is,
Let's
there's the
pick it.
CC on the other side. And now the Grok.
This is a testament to how open the metagame is.
It is.
I would like to go ahead and see our developers. Does Skyhawk still work with us?
Does what?
Does Skyhawk still work with us?
Skyhook?
Yeah, I think that's the name of one of the
Oh.
well-known... Like, he's the guy with the mascot in-game, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
one
yeah.
who talks to people,
I know what you mean. I just unsure.
if he's still around. I think we met him in M5.
Yeah.
Yeah. We shook his hand, for sure.
Helker gets banned for
ကဲ Game 3 Game 3မှာနိုင်မယ်ထင်ကြလား Game 3မှာနိုင်မယ်ထင်ကြလား
What you guys
မာ
did
တဲ့
in the last patch really cracked the game wide open.
ကဲပါစီယာလာ
And
ပူ
Kimi
သူ
gets
ရှင်း
banned by Team Myanmar, which I
They know we got all-
could have let go considering they do have the box.
Draw
but
extension CC
again,
ဖတ်ပေးရမီ
just to be careful.
Extension.
Look at a couple just there. They were close, and then they noticed the camera, and then they just separated just a little bit.
Hey,
ထိုက်ကို
I think
မာ
now they
လက်
know
ရီ
they're
ပေး
on. Look at the support they're bringing. I believe this is a
မြန်မာလည်း
pair of young Burmese people who've come to Thailand to support their team.
And now 1-1 gets banned out as well from Team Indonesia.
Hey, respect to that 1-1 from game 2.
I want Myanmar to pick up Granger, actually, if it's open.
ဟိုမတို့
The
keep
Lunas gets picked up by
keep-
Team Indonesia.
Keep your lips moisturized right there.
Yep.
How often are you on camera for the SEA Games?
I haven't done that the
Twin-
entire day for
အဲ
today, but
တီရောတီရောပဲမေးနေပြီလို့
Thanks to our audience.
but it's nice that my lips is not chapped just yet. A lot of
နာ
hydration.
မည်ကြီးရဲ့ဒီစကားကြီးတင်တာ
Really
ဒီတော့မှာ
Make sure you drink your 6 to 8 glasses of water every day, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, more depending on
ထိုင်း
your.
မှာပြန်တယ်ကွာထိုင်းမှာ
Yeah, more is better than less. Just make sure you don't get water poisoning. That's a thing. You know that?
Granger.
All right, here we go.
I'm Burmese.
One more, and we need to see if this
Gatot is there.
Baksha is indeed going to be a jungler or it is a jungler. A Rome Cho.
လေ
Hit
ချိုး
X.
Chow
Yeah,
လို့
hit
ပြော
that.
တယ်
We'll be
Cho
playing the Cho.
ဝိုင်းဝဲရဘယ်တော့လဲဝိုင်းဝဲနောက်လာဆဲနေမှာပါ
It has to be stopped somehow. So now with the Cho, and actually Cho Jushin is actually very dangerous. Shout outs to the guy with the Indonesian flag.
Do we say Esmeralda?
Maybe a bit dangerous against the Boxia.
Oh, hey.
It's
What?
called-
Where's this X-Borg going?
Gold lane? Wait. Yeah, gold lane. CC, EXP. Ludog's mid, Isuchi jungle.
What has the world come to that Xborg is more of a gold laner than CC? You know what?
Actually, yeah, maybe they can switch it up.
I'd rather have the other way because
Xborg is-
Xborg is going into the Granger.
Yeah.
Tu la tin.
Hold on,
Mana?
we'll
Kenapa?
see.
Tu la tin kan itu
It
dia.
is gonna be nope. Aranda is still on the CC. Leonardo is on the Xborg.
Kau masa dia udah sarau mah deh.
Keeps ganking Granger non-stop. The Xborg is fine. Or I'll do you one better.
Sure.
Dodge.
Just don't get hit.
Exactly.
Simple principles. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
number
game number
three.
3. Match point
Sala
for
lagi.
Team Indonesia. This could
Jadi ada
possibly
dua.
be the
Karena
final
kok
game
MLBB Pro
in
di-
this bronze medal match. Use the redeem code MLBB Bronze as you go in through your in-game profile icon to the settings and input this redemption code. 2-0. Will Indonesia end it here?
Well, right now we're seeing Yetet as well as Conswan clearing the waves pretty fast. So an early rotation here. Looking at Aranda. Yetet is there. Aranda should be able to get out. But I feel like this rotation is just
Naik masih dia. Kayak trillion naik
maybe just
sama.
to get the Akar out there. I don't know, because I feel like they're not freezing the wave. So I'm not so sure about their rotation. Maybe better to rotate up top.
Up top is where that, I'd like to say, shaky gold lane matchup is. Because look, Leonardo's even struggling to take the gold crab away from Shine Lane Ong.
Because it's not dodging.
I mean, he is dodging. Look, he's actually doing pretty well. The fire missiles are going toe-to-toe against these actual bullets. I take it back. It's hard because, look, he only put the fire stakes right on
Oh sini ha.
Leonardo.
Yep, tepat sekali. Yet hit. Baan untuk
Kasih aja space dia sebanyak-banyak.
Whatever you guys need. Hard job. Give it to Goro Kabuki.
Yep. Looking at the rotation here, Sin is staying up top, understanding that Leonardo needs a bit of help clearing the wave. And now it looks like it's going to be a 5-man Indonesia trying to go for the turtle. Myanmar's not even going to let them come by. And Weedy could not stop them.
Nope. All we could do is throw out a rampart and hope for the best.
Oh sini ya. Oh.
kata tersebut mungkin akan ada
Terus setelah tersergap ya adanya pemain-pemain dari Myanmar, Brilliance of Order. Wow, 2 adegan defensif yang tadi baru saja kita saksikan.
Masih aman sih. Gak bisa ditumbangin secara gampang di bagian top lane. Dua Dragon.
Di dalam
Song
Dragon
P8
masih ada dan Leonardo sempat mengeluarkan adanya Last Insanity untuk kabur. Backupan telah terlihat dari Indonesia dan bahkan dari
Banyak champion ya dulu.
Ada Jet Kundo terakhir. Chin masih bisa untuk mundur juga perlahan. 4 pemain dari Myanmar untuk mengusir saja pemain dari Indonesia tanpa adanya first blood.
Coba sih.
Tapi
Song
seenggaknya
miau deh.
mereka lumayan ngebuang sih gerakan awalnya. Mereka bawa baksi ya, mereka bawa lapu-lapu. Di tata pertama jadi skip. Farmingnya Chin nggak patah sama sekali. Jadi kayak ini udah the best thing yang bisa didapetin Indonesia untuk awal.
Iya ya, mereka ya mungkin tadi dapat ngelepasin ke turtle-nya, tapi goldnya juga nggak jauh kan. Nggak yang jadi jaminan banget snowball-nya dari Myanmar gitu.
Sebenarnya ngelepasin turtle, kalau misalkan goldnya sampai join juga ya, itu kalah gold. Karena gold dari Katapult lebih banyak kan, apalagi ada jungle yang kecuri. As a team memang goldnya menang, tapi untuk individual lebih unggul. Makanya banyak juga yang nge-mirror tata pertama.
Lagi kuat.
Rating mungkin dapetin buff, tapi Sky Piercer rata pertama ulah.
Langsung ya di menit 3 ya. Tapi berarti harusnya akan lebih aktif.
MBMC doang.
Antara temennya yang datang.
MBMC lah
atau
ya
yang join.
Nah, tapi yang penting harus ada di fight.
MBMC ya nanya soalnya.
Gue farming sayang banget.
Iya, buat apa gitu prioritas ke Sky Pierces kalau nggak diutilize kan pastinya buat jadi eksekutor.
Mending pakai hunter aja sekalian. Oh, itu dia. Yes.
Udah mulai terlihat adanya The Wave the Dragon.
Loh,
Yes,
ini
Kieo
luar biasa.
untuk kabur kah akan keselamat karena terangkat lagi dengan kembalinya first blood didapatkan oleh Myanmar. Dan bahkan kali ini banyaknya keuntungan untuk tim Myanmar. Turtle-nya mereka dapatkan, 2 pemain dari Indonesia juga mereka berhasil untuk kantongi dan menuju ke arah satu orange buff. Team fight-nya tidak berhenti karena Last Insanity. Satu upaya terakhir dari Leonardo untuk bisa mengusir mundur pemain-pemain dari Myanmar dan ternyata tidak berhasil untuk selamat. Terangkat lagi Last Rider bahkan terangkat sudah dan
Yang beda di
kill atas hilangnya sosok Jusin. Tapi
Oh, yang beda,
tidak bisa kemana-mana lagi Indonesia. Mereka
Tapi nggak tahu dia orang di wah.
Itu dia. Aran tadi yang hadir, dia harus clear mid dulu.
Ya udah lah.
Makanya agak sedikit terlambat. Untungnya Flying Cloud tadi bisa langsung datang ke team fight.
Ini dua MBSC ya, dia MBSC institusi yang bilang sekarang.
biasanya enggak ya?
Biasanya
unik itu
farming, tapi enggak masalah.
saya itu PY itu pamali no.
Leonardo udah jadi 1x, udah enak juga nih. Masalahnya cuma di Granger, kayaknya gimana cara mereka dapat ke Granger?
Iya, biar gak leluasa dapetin stack-stacknya ya. Cuman kali ini dengan The Wave the Dragon, Widih berhasil untuk dimakan dengan adanya follow up damage yang cukup pasti juga. Leonardo flicker mundur ke arah belakang.
Siayin bau deh,
Garmora dengan Last Insanity.
Oke. Regroupnya cepet banget dari Myanmar ini. Gue rasa udah boleh sih kasih landing jauhnya ke Chin. Udah di atas menit 5 juga. Udah boleh Arandanya yang jauhin. Mereka butuh Aranda di awal nih.
Ini Indo apa doang boleh.
Bikin belakang damage juga udah lumayan sakit. Sebentar ya, mereka paksain
banget. Saya memang pamali apa ya? Saya memang pamali. Aku sedikit memang bau loh.
2 item lah seenggaknya. Endless battle-nya itu loh. Yang bikin Isansen tuh punya damage.
Wah, ini juga sekarang turret-turret udah mulai di...
Henry dia naik mana?
Turret atas hancur, bawahnya juga dikit lagi. Dan ternyata aktifnya juga dari Yetet ya dengan hero pick off kayak gini lebih ngeri loh.
Iya, walaupun follow up damage-nya sebenarnya adanya di gold lane loh. Tapi ya gerakan-gerakan awalnya bagus banget. Sekarang Akar udah punya War X. Dia udah bisa lebih cepat lagi farming, turtle perfect berarti untuk teman-teman Myanmar.
Kau jawab deh.
Sebenarnya. Dan ini harus benar-benar reset dulu nih.
Kan batu Myanmar.
Kayak kalian ketinggalan M7 Pass.
Wah, jangan sampai itu pokoknya kita udah kasih tahu dari sekarang.
Tenaga sih ya walinya.
M7 Pass bakal hadir sembari menyambut juga untuk kejuaraannya yang akan diselenggarakan di Indonesia.
Oke. Nah, ini nih yang gue maksud tuh. 4-nya defense dulu,
ya.
Kasih space dulu buat Chin. Seperti biasa, ketika Chin jadi nanti dia akan join sendiri kok.
Ya, dia tak perlu.
Henry naik mare.
Betul. Asik banget AUL 2K25.
Kayak ini prinsip waktu lulus. Gak
temen gue gitu juga.
Yang penting bukan lulus
gitu juga.
Bukan tentang cepat tapi di waktu yang tepat gitu kan.
Temen gue gitu sampai teman-teman lain pada lulus.
Gak tepat-tepat tuh.
Gak tepat berarti timingnya belum.
Belum ada.
Tapi kayaknya jungle dari Chin masih aman ya, masih dijaga dari tadi. Levelnya juga masih sama.
Tapi goldnya lumayan kerasa nih di angka 3000 Lim.
Mulai naik ya. As a team ya memang. Mungkin kalau yang tajir dari teman-teman ini dari Indonesia, cuman di Chin sama Randa palingnya dari tadi bisa farming. Tapi hati-hati, Widih dia nggak buka.
Oke, tectonic charge buat kabur. Hampir saja ya bisa dimakan oleh pemain-pemain dari Myanmar.
Sini ya.
Retribution.
Endless udah jadi. Nah, seenggaknya 2 item ini nih. Cooldown reduction-nya. Kalau misalkan yang ketiga nih, entah dia pengen War X bisa War X, atau pengen langsung damage ke Malefic juga bisa. Tergantung fight-nya mau kayak gimana. Wah, tabrak, dapat
kecolong
dari Tet ya.
Iya, padahal Cina udah ready.
Sini ya, biar doi.
Kondisi yang nggak enak.
Kayaknya kaget juga kena tabrak 2 orang sekaligus ya.
예, 지금 다이몬이 나와도 야, no? 유준의 배우 피시 말에 기자 게임 동료는 거는 야이 샤비요.
Dan kondisinya juga kayak
나 상수 이제 막 그거 있으면 바로 야 와래. 다이몬이 나와도 야 와래. tadi 괜찮네. 기자 게임 동료는 약고 마we.
Kali ini kembali mengincar ke arah
Terus tongdangi grow 인테라 가오네.
Kembali lagi diumpan lambung semuanya agar Shine-nya bisa power spike, bisa dapetin lagi stack demi stack yang dia butuhkan.
Langsung ada gerakan ke atas juga tadi dari Chow-nya. Ya, Ted nggak mau ngasih free sama sekali. Sementara di arah purple buff ini udah ditabrak lagi. Dapat sama Aranda. Mau nggak mau sih itu tadi. Karena kalau misalkan gak diambil sama Aranda, DPS dari pasif Retribution udah kena ke jungle-nya. Dapat Baxia lagi ntar.
Waduh, ini Indonesia lagi tertekan ya. Perbedaannya hampir di angka 5.000 untuk sekarang. Apalagi snowball power yang dimiliki oleh Myanmar ini ada di
Ngaruh ini biar lama kuat.
menuju ke arah Shine. Yang memang masih belum tertangkap. Dari tadi ini juga tectonic charge hanya dipergunakan untuk kabur.
Sedih lah, sedih wow.
Untuk ini
Nah, Myanmar.
belum dapat momennya ul.
Apalagi lagi under kan.
Mungkin satu-satunya momen ketika Chow-nya Wave the Dragon, teman-teman yang mau follow up ditabrak sama tech charge. Itu kayaknya deh satu-satunya momen yang bisa diciptakan sama Widi. Dan di bagian depan semua dibakar oleh Leonardo. Orange buff udah pasti diambil. Chin akan terus ke bawah. Lordnya juga lumayan jauh. Jadi ya penguasaan landing yang penting.
Yap. Dan harusnya ini babak belur sih Leonardo. Viraga armornya pecah lagi. Flickernya terpaksa harus dikeluarkan.
Esports PKP dari.
Sendirian di arah bawah harusnya masih cukup aman. Tapi masalahnya kali ini YHSKL-nya babak belur seada-adanya. Serangan jarak jauh. Ini sangat-sangat mengganggu.
5.000 gold. Best start masih utuh sebenarnya. Hanya pasifnya aja yang tadi udah ke-trigger. Chin hadir. Gue kira dia bakal hancurin bawahnya dulu tadi. Tapi nggak apa-apa.
Ini dia, dia kena di
otot tarot.
Malaysia nih boy nih tuan.
Ini mulai jalan.
Enggak ya, kayaknya. Terus kayaknya saya hit lagi. Oh, dapat. Oh, ada calculation ya sebenarnya.
Divine Cliff udah jadi. Ya skill bisa dibilang udah jadi striker sekarang. Tapi lagi-lagi Leonardo dia harus berani sedikit di depan sih.
Iya, tapi dari tadi bonyok banget Leonardo-nya.
Tapi ya hanya dia yang bisa kayak gitu. Kalau misalkan Aranda udah pasti buang spell. Kalau Widi udah pasti buang
Dia
spell.
udah menang lah. Widi kata nanti dia lah.
Ini udah gak segan-segan sih makan siapapun. Dari tadi Widi terus yang dimakan.
Ya dia nggak bakal segan-segan untuk ngebuang ke arah yang lain.
Nah, nanti dia belum tidak.
Kalau ke Xbox mungkin akan mikir 2 kali.
Apa?
Vision akan coba dibuka ke Widi.
Poin banget saya nilai
Ada inisiasi berlebih lagi yang ingin dilakukan oleh keduanya. Myanmar juga tahu ya, karena ini adalah match point buat Indonesia. Mereka nggak mau.
Poin nggak saya nilai sama MLBB ya.
Mereka nggak mau terlalu gegabah. Jadi ya disiplin banget dari tadi, hati-hati dan pelan-pelan banget. Tapi Kaungsat mencoba untuk menabrak. Arkar gagal untuk bisa memberikan adanya inisiasi. Tapi lihat mega kill dari seorang Shine yang begitu. Lagi jadi korban.
Masalahnya Arandanya lagi di bawah loh. Mereka in and out-nya buru-buru.
Show dah bro, show tuh mau lo. Jadi lu gue bah, di gue bi, nak gue mesti lo.
Kalah jumlah gitu. Mereka akan dimakan.
Wah sakit banget damage-nya Shine.
Nah, jadi ya, show ini top ya.
Lebih 10 aja. Itu tumbang
kalau
itu
ada Dead Sonata terakhir sih itu hilang 2 tuh.
Makanya double kill itu tuh.
Oke, second lock.
Blade of Despair 10.000 lihat duit Grangernya.
Waduh.
Yang paling deket Chin 7.600. Beda 2.000 lebih, Ul.
Iya, ini berarti 6.000 perbedaan gold dari Myanmar. Kebanyakan asuransinya ada di Shine ya.
Ya, Heptasis. Ini bakal lebih enak lagi sih untuk damage. Dan gua ngelihat defensive high ground dari Indonesia sebenarnya nggak terlalu kuat, Ul. Sebenarnya ini defensif yang agak-agak bahaya. Tapi kalau memang tiba-tiba ada inisiasi yang gagal juga, bisa jadi nih. Soalnya nge-punishnya enak, ada YHSKL, ada Chin. Jangan sampai nanti tiba-tiba yang kunci, let's say Chin, itu kena Duel of Dragon.
Oke, atau bahkan kena, ya ini cicilan terus dan Lassi Sanity mencoba untuk bisa memberikan clear powernya aja menuju ke arah satu wave minion yang ada di tengah. Base to red top lane memang harus direlakan oleh Indonesia. Tapi kalau bawahnya ini masih bisa dipertahanin untungnya. Cuma satu aja.
Ya untuk minion management lumayan rapi ya. Lordnya juga bisa di-clear dengan aman dan di arah mid. Lihat sih, defensif dari Indonesia.
Lassi Sanity lagi, coba untuk diledakkan kembali oleh Leonardo. Memberikan clear kembali untuk base to red tengah.
Tanda saya dulu dah, tanya itu lagi oh.
Udah tectonic chat yang langsung ke arah 2 orang sekaligus. Begitupun dengan ada Dekerkan Skull. Tapi sayangnya nggak ada damage yang begitu maksimal bisa dilakukan oleh Indonesia. Setidaknya YHSKL berhasil untuk bisa mengantongi 1 poin kill atas hilangnya sang jungler dari Myanmar.
Itu dia, Kaungsat tadi ya. Karena dia udah nggak ada roda lagi, Ul, ditabrak. Sekarang 4 lawan 5. Lihat sih, mampu ke Indonesia nih ngambil momentum tersebut. Atau mereka cuma pakai untuk nge-clear minion aja. Memang sih masih ada tugas kan, super minion masih kedorong lagi di bagian bawah dan atas. Dan gak buru-buru, Ul. Masih ada best turret di area mid lane, satu-satunya harapan dari Indonesia, tapi 8.000 gold. Ini angkanya gede banget, Ul.
Iya, ini YHTT juga ganggu banget sih. Dia nyari
Berdiri-berdiri
informasi,
doang
iya, ngasih presence aja nyari info. Biar gak terlalu keluar dari zona amannya Indonesia.
Iya.
Atau mancing justru.
Atau biar ya seenggaknya pergerakan Indonesia kebaca terus lah.
Dikandangin.
Afifin cuma deh.
Komit kah?
Yap, Bravest Fighter sudah mulai terlihat juga dari Arkar. Lassin Sanity Coba untuk diledakkan untuk sekalian melarikan diri juga. Tapi Kieo babak belur seada-adanya. Hati-hati serangan poke damage dari arah belakang dengan jarak yang begitu jauh dari Shine. Itu dia yang akan menjadi sebuah mimpi buruk untuk Indonesia sekarang.
Sakit banget loh.
Sakit banget.
Dia front to back Ayo, yang belakang kena Dead Sonata juga sekarat, Brave Fighter.
Wah, masih ada Blast of Order dari Kieo. Tapi upaya Last Insanity kembali ledakan menuju ke arah pemain-pemain dari Myanmar. Kali ini Flicker, Brave Fighter dari Leonardo juga mereact dengan adanya satu buah Flicker untuk mundur. Untuk dimaksimalkan, untuk dipertahankan Indonesia masih ada.
Masih bisa bertahan, 7.000 gold. Semakin turun gua ngeliatnya dari Myanmar karena dia nggak nge-freeze lane-nya. Semua wave masuk.
Farming terus.
Iya, jadi farmingnya tetap masih jalan dari Indonesia. Dan yang jadi masalah nih, full item dari Chin itu satu-satunya.
Gue besok nak.
Mengejarkan, masih ada Tresos untuk bisa menggocek lagi. Dan satu yang terakhir. Masih ada Konsil untuk bisa mendapatkan kembali sebuah mobilitas yang dimiliki oleh seorang cowok.
Udah nggak kelihatan. Harus di-clear ya. Udah mulai sakit soalnya damage levelnya juga udah 15. Lumayan rapi. Mereka sebelumnya kontes ke arah Lord yang kali ini. Myanmar.
Oke, bottom lane jauh ya. Oke, tapi nggak buru-buru juga. Myanmar juga memastikan dulu nih. Mereka nggak mau terlalu komit. Harus ada yang nongol dulu di bawah kayaknya.
Wah, kebaca kah? Gerakannya kelihatan kayaknya.
Kali ini kembali terjadi. Kieo menjadi target. Tapi belum ada inisiasi berlebih dan kali ini, oh my god. Lordnya jatuh ke tangan dari Myanmar. Unstoppable is coming from Shine. Semuanya coba untuk dipaksa oleh Myanmar. Dikejar seadanya flare. Dan double kill dikantongi Chin menghilang. Dan kali ini triple kill. Dikejar lagi kah? Dan menuju ke arah media. Indonesia menghilang begitu saja. Arah naga banyak yang bisa dilakukan. Hanya bisa melihat dari kejauhan saja karena base pun akan dihancurkan oleh Myanmar. Menolak tunduk dan mencuri 1 poin.
Yap, 2-1 Indonesia. Nggak bisa dapetin perjalanan mulusnya. Bahkan momentum yang diciptakan oleh Myanmar. Gue ngelihat dari 3 game yang dijalankan Myanmar selalu unggul gold. Tapi di game pertama dan di game kedua Indonesia mereka bisa balikin itu semua. Di game ketiga gagal. Ternyata gempuran dari Myanmar gak bisa dihentikan juga. Bukan cuma bisa assassin. Baxia dimunculkan juga. Sekarang ban dari Indonesia gue rasa harus lebih luas dulu.
Tapi kayaknya gue ngerasa di ini head-nya sih. Dari awal.
Pick off-nya
Resahkan gitu loh. Dengan hero-hero pick off-nya juga. Oke, dan ini dia recap apa yang terjadi di game tadi.
Gue nggak tahu kenapa, tapi regroupnya Myanmar ini terlihat kayak kompak banget Ya mungkin kalau yang momen ini oke lah. Justru ini terlalu over dari Myanmarnya. Ada yang bisa dipanis gitu kan, dan goldnya mulai ngejar lah tipis-tipis. Tapi selalu ketika tim Indonesia ada yang lagi show, mereka muncul, mereka tabrak lagi nih. Di bawah ada Rana. Kalah gol 2000. Tapi di tim flicker lagi. Plus di luar udah muncul, harusnya udah gak usah dikontes kan. Tapi mereka tetap mau ngasih pressure. Oke, dibukain visionnya. Widi tumbang jadinya mundur. Gak ada yang bisa ditukar sama sekali. Atasnya jadi gak dapet. Sementara ini juga nih, bawahnya Aran lagi di bawah nih, lagi jalan. Tapi mereka mau kuasain orange buff yang akhirnya Lordnya di commit, vision kan udah dikasih ya. Harusnya kan di depan tuh bareng sama Ye Sansin. Menurut gue itu udah nggak bisa, timingnya tadi terlalu lama. Jadi bingung nih mau kontes atau enggak ini depan.
Udah kepalang.
Penuh ini stuck.
Penuh dari awal udah dikasih makan terus kan, diumpan lambung mulu nih.
Dari awal.
Makanya tadi Fury Hammer Dog modal utama, tambah langsung Sky Piercers.
Cukup ya. Tabung 2, 3, 4. Tapi jujur gue ngeliat lost fokus sih dari Indonesia. Gak tahu kenapa tapi kayak mereka gak kayak
biasanya.
Iya,
gak kayak 2 game pertama tadi.
Iya, 2 match pertama beda banget sama mereka sekarang.
Yap. Tapi ini dia 16 menit. Penguasaan objektif semuanya dipegang sama Myanmar ya. Kayak lore, turtle semuanya, turret juga. Killnya 10/3. Goldnya tadi sampai ke angka 8.700 ya.
Iya.
Itu semuanya asuransinya di Shine.
Pokoknya Granger 10.000. Yang paling tajir dari Indonesia.
Chin,
Itu Chin.
cuma 7.600 ya.
800. Itu beda satu item berarti.
ဟိုကလီးဘက်တစ်ခုမှ6000မှာလာဝယ်လို့ရပါတယ်
Satu item bedanya itu paling tajir. Bayangkan yang paling miskin tuh.
တယ်လီဂရမ် channel ထဲမှာ
Akhirnya
နေ့စဉ်
10.000
စိန်စိန်လုံးနေကြီးနာပြည့်ရနော်
Chin, 14.000 goldnya si
Jauh masih ya.
Shine.
Dia nggak dapat space farming sama sekali sih dari tadi. Itu dia kawan-kawan, 2-1. Indonesia terkejar sekarang. Myanmar. Mereka pegang kendali loh dari hampir 3 game yang dijalanin.
Tapi ini tetap match point buat Indonesia.
Tetap. Satu
Tetap.
langkah lagi untuk Indonesia tetap.
Iya, maksudnya Myanmar harus butuh kemenangan beruntun kan.
Benar.
Nah, Indonesia ini satu langkah lebih dekat ya. Dan kita juga akan lebih dekat ke tahun baru. Ada apa di awal tahun 2026? Ada M7 Battle Pass nih.
Ini yang penting banget harus kalian punya kawan-kawan. Skin-skin keren ada. Ada item-item in-game unik ada. Kayak recall, killing notification, itu banyak banget.
Ada.
Jadi harus punya banget M7 Pass.
M7 Pass langsung saja kalian miliki karena M7 akan hadir di Indonesia nanti. Nah, sabar ya. Sabar, ini masih match point. Kita masih dalam euforia yang deg-degan juga pastinya untuk mengawal tim Indonesia untuk bisa mendapatkan medali perunggunya. Tapi buat teman-teman yang sudah excited, tahan dulu sebentar.
Ini
Kita
lagi
akan
dulu,
berbincang.
di
Jadi
Nah, deh.
stay tune terus di SEA Games ke-33 Thailand. We'll be right back.
Đúng đi. Ini là aku udah cek dong. Tiền này mà là để học quả đấy. Cái mà chung giờ này thôi đấy. Sân này này so à mẹ, sân này nào so mẹ.
A brand new mode is coming to MLBB, Chaos Clash. Team up in trios, begin at level 3, and fight on a fresh map with no minions or turrets. During the preparation phase, grab Chaos Fragments to boost your power. As the match goes on, the Annihilation Tide emerges, pushing the action to the limit. Here's a closer look at how this new mode works. Chaos Clash is a multi-round 3 versus 3 mode. Wipe out the entire enemy team to win the round. Teams lose HP each time they are defeated. If a team's HP drops to 0, they're eliminated. Rounds continue until only one champion remains. When there's an odd number of teams, one team will sit out the round. After certain rounds, heroes automatically level up and earn gold. Use this time to buy equipment and boost your power. All full equipment except boots costs 2,000 gold. From round 11 onwards, teams earn bonus gold. Adapt your loadout and strategy to stay ahead. At the start of each round, you will receive random chaos fragments that boost your power. You can also
တော့ဝင်အောင်မစိုးလားတဲ့ကျွန်တော်ပွဲပြနေလို့ brother တွေ
2 refreshes per round. The game offers
ဒီ
a
ပွဲ
wide
ပွဲပြပြင်ဆောင်ပါပါ
each with unique effects, so you can mix and match to create your own playstyle. For example, tank fragments make your hero tougher and deal damage back to attackers. Marksmen who pick range-enhancing fragments can safely deal damage from afar. And that's just the start. Countless other powerful fragments and combinations are ready for you to try. As rounds progress, the Annihilation Tide starts shrinking across the map. Heroes outside the tide take sustained damage. Master this mechanic, and it can swing the battle in your favor. For instance, heroes with knockback or displacement abilities can push enemies into the tide. Surprise your opponents and watch them struggle against the sustained damage. The new 3 versus 3 mode, Chaos Clash, is coming soon. With a variety of chaos fragments, every match brings a fresh experience. The shrinking zone adds fast-paced, thrilling
အေးတော့ကောင်းတယ်ကွာတဲ့တို့ရင်တော့ဘယ်တဲ့နိုင်မှာလဲဟုတ်တယ်
exciting, innovative, and powerful new strategies await. Are you ready to try them all?
Ayo fokus, kita selalu dituntut untuk selalu sigap,
Yap.
selalu tangkap, cepat, dan reaktif.
Benar.
Karena kita di sini juga banyak kagetnya.
Betul. Tapi tetap yang harus paling fokus loh.
Ya.
Timnas
Semangat,
Indonesia
semangat
kita.
timnasku.
Ayo Timnas
Gak apa-apa ya,
Indonesia
kita-
reset lagi.
Nah,
Mapnya
ini
Dangerous Grass. Udah ada informasi ternyata ya. Dan first pick angin segar kayaknya untuk Indonesia.
Iya ya.
Setelah dari tadi second ya. Tapi first pick apa yang akan diambil? Assassinnya tetap di ban.
Ini Myanmar kayaknya agak sedikit traumatis sama Kalea.
Vibes ya. Myanmar masih fun banget loh.
Iya masih hehehe gitu.
Hehehe. Itu tadi pemain dari Vietnam ada.
Ada hehehe sama wawa.
Ada.
Ada juga.
Ada.
Bagus itu. Lu kalau mau jadi pro player nama lu siapa? Lim.
Enggak. Gua lalala boleh. Tapi untuk
Uranus ban gak sih ini sama Myanmar?
band terakhir dulu Yves kan? Berarti Hayabusanya di open nih.
Uranus dulu.
Uranus apa Haya?
Tadi buktinya band Uranus mereka menang.
Iya
Jadi
sih.
nggak terlalu overthinking sama Uranusnya.
Makanya.
Bukit,
Tapi tadi Ul yang ngomong-ngomong ya di game ketiga tadi ya.
Heeh.
Kenapa tiba-tiba Xbox ya? Untuk pukul mundur Baxia kali.
Iya.
Soalnya kita berpikir Ruby kan.
Iya.
Cancellation show-nya enak.
Biar bisa lebih ngepok kali. Nge-damage lagi.
Mungkin badannya juga kali ya.
Iya.
Oke. Kita akan lihat nih. Karena kadang kita yang kita pikirkan udah terpikirkan sama mereka juga kan. Cuman mereka nemuin solusi yang lebih baik kadang.
Betul. Mereka kan tahu yang di lapangannya seperti apa
Bener.
kondisinya. Uranus gak sih?
Udah kayak netizen gua.
Iya.
Bagus Ruby tadi bang. Hilda? Oke. Dia mau assassin lo.
Uranus first pick. Enggak, Cusin ternyata, sorry.
Oke, Cusin first pick.
Enggak, Gatot, Grok. Grok gak sih?
Untuk
Gatot di sini enggak jadi primadona lah.
gimana kalau dia Grok dan Hayabusa?
Grok Hayabusa.
Direspon dengan apa? Uranus dan Isansin. Paling
Iya,
gitu ya.
Grok Hayabusa gak sih?
Oke.
Myanmar ya.
Grok Hayabusa ya. Karena gua ngerasa
Tetap Haya sih kayaknya.
kalau bentar, Uranus sih diambil sama Kimi Ul. Dia nunggu dulu. Kalau Assassinnya di pick sini, tiganya bisa Fredrin.
Bisa Fredrin. Nah.
Baxia yang di pick bersama dengan Granger. Ini dia.
Fredrin. Atau Hayabusa.
Kalau mau dipaksa sih Haya ya.
Gue sih lebih prefer Haya ya kayaknya.
Rokat dulu ternyata Ul.
Wah
Dangerous
ini
grass
kayaknya
mapnya.
ini tank jungler sih harusnya. Kalau udah ada kayak begini.
Oh Uranus jungle ya? Tadi sempet kan?
Iya, udah tank jungler, Uranusnya bisa di jungle.
Karena mapnya juga dangerous grass kawan. Jadi hellcard-nya akan lebih enak. Kalau ulang gimana?
Enggak.
Kalau ulang hellcard boleh ganti gak? Gak boleh sih harusnya ya.
Enggak,
Tapi kalau tadi playing cloud jadi expanding, nah tiba-tiba jadi broken wall.
jangan.
Grok Gatot di ban akhirnya nggak kita lihat ya.
Iya.
Dua hero kemenangan ini.
Tapi
Si Gigi ini.
tapi anehnya ini di bandnya di second phase loh. Biasanya kan primadona banget kalau nggak di first pick di awal bandnya.
Nah itu yang gue bingung. Padahal dia dengan konsep itu bagus banget.
Iya, tapi memang balik lagi kali mereka yang tahu
Ya,
kondisinya
mereka-
seperti apa, power pick hero-nya,
Benar.
player-playernya apa.
Beda lawan, kadang konsepnya juga beda. Nggak bisa
Betul.
pakai konsep yang sama.
Ya, tapi last band dari Indonesia. One-one kah, one-one?
Hari Tuan terlalu banyak gak sih? Kayaknya bisa jadi HC ini yang gold.
Enggak sih, ini HC-nya Rom kayaknya. Kalau ngeliat referensi ya, HC Rom, Uranus Jungle.
Berarti pegang yang bisa ngerumput.
Nah ini overthinking,
Kayaknya ya. Iya,
Uranus mau kemana?
benar. Uranus bisa jungle tapi tetap antisipasi Hayabusa.
Biar gak assassin lagi. Ya kalau emang bener nih misalkan Uranusnya dilempar ternyata ke gold lane atau ke EXP. Assassin yang kebuka juga kan sebenarnya masih ada Joy ya. Jadi kalau mau ambil tank fighter, tank jungler lagi masih ada Fredrin.
Oke. Lapu-lapu dulu.
Ya dibikin masih overthinking nih.
Lapu-lapu untuk nabrak ranger juga by the
Oke,
way.
Inggris
Iya,
dari
tapi
City.
tetap nge-flash juga dari Uranus dan lapu-lapunya.
Bakal sampai hellcard gue rasa.
Iya,
Bisa aja hellcard XP lapu-lapunya di gold. Uranus tetap jungle.
tadi ada ya soalnya hal ke EXP kan.
Hellcard karat.
Well, the Cho gets picked up by Indonesia this time. Whitty's like, I saw what he did. Let me try it out. And now the Ruby as well. So quite a lot of defenses here for the Granger. So it's kind of like Indonesia funneling, but instead of going for the jungle funnel, is the gold lane funnel. Lafelion.
Moxwan.
Yes.
Lafelion Moxwan. This is a jungle. No way. A jungle Uranus with a roam Hellcard. Is that it?
A good friend of mine once said, never say never. He's a pretty good singer. Haven't seen him in a while. But yeah, it looks like it is
You grew up in Canada. I almost forgot.
Yeah, that's why my name is Lafel Max One. Or something.
It's a real old Ontario, Canada name.
Yeah. I shouldn't have shown you my passport.
Did we see?
It was a jungle Uranus, yes.
Oh man, this is their gambit. Their one last hope to extend the series to go all the way. The Burmese once again bring out the jungle Uranus with the third flavor of Hellcurt to be seen on this broadcast. A roam Hellcurt.
Well,
No,
Yetet had an amazing game as the Cho, so it's like, I'm going to do the same on the Helker. Weedy got to be careful, though, because he's taking quite a bit of damage from Yetet. It looks like he was the one that has to get away, but, you know, able to heal up. Right now for Team Myanmar, they have clear vision of what Weedy wants to do, which is trying to delay. But let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Do you really want to do that against the Uranus? Is it worth it?
No. I think this is more for Chin to open up to be able to do this two-man invasion duo. And that's what Myanmar did, right? So, in any place you can do that, why not try? Yay, hit that. Forced to use the flicker. I think that's a small win for Team Indonesia.
Hey, you'll take it. Yetet jumps in, tries to get a burst onto the Cho, and as you can see, he is basically no HP left. And that's just a sign of what this Rome Hellcrit can do. Ezekiel, though, forced out that flicker. So, hey, a win now for Myanmar. So, hey, how about tradesies?
Good read. Sequences. If that jump by Ye that landed on Yezkiel before he pressed the flicker this early on, could have been first blood.
Yeah, for sure. Akar doing quite well here. Yetet has to get away, gets pulled back in. First blood onto Witty. And now the Kimi has to get away. And now with that one kill, Witty might be thinking in his head, maybe a ball.
Maybe a ball. You know what? Let's not get greedy. Christian, first build the Chop Suey.
Yep.
And then the Fury Hammer. And then we can talk. Turtle spawns, lower quarter. Myanmar recovering quite quickly. Setting a 3-man coalition. 4 members of Team Indonesia already in the pit. Quick knock up. And quick kill. Down goes Ungsat. Arkar falls as well. The Turtle going to be up next on the docket. Team Indonesia not wasting any time.
Yep, 003 on Sin. Finds Yetet, has to get away. And Indonesia, they're taking everything. They're taking the Turtle. They're taking the Purple.
Oh, no.
Really choking down this Uranus, making sure the Uranus has no way to get back into the game. In fact, look at the level 4. Sin is level 5. And they're going to slowly choke him out. Because look at the position of Witty.
A little dirty there, Lafel. You see how Chin and the rest of Team Indonesia just beat up that Purple. Retribution left the baby.
Yep, let the baby.
Disrespect.
Making sure that the Purple buff responds much later. Taking everything here. Now, this is the pace that I'm more comfortable with from Team Indonesia.
This is them being proactive. This is them
being themselves.
Exactly. Fully understanding the breadth of what Team Myanmar brings to the table. And you ask, this is a jungle Uranus. Is it worth it to choke him out the way they're doing it? I'll tell you now it is. Because it opens up the rest of the map for Team Indonesia.
Because his job is basically to be in the front, absorb all the damage. But if he's not absorbing all the damage, he's not doing his job.
So many that he had.
And the guy is not doing his job will get fired.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
That's a great
Love
career
it.
athlete.
Love
Yes.
it.
Good kid, but no. Witty forces another dash out from Yehitet. This lineup, it was built to be proactive. I don't think anyone drafts a Hellcurt to try and be on the back foot and defend. Yet still, oh my Lord, I don't know if Konswan's reading the room. He still builds the Sky Piercer.
It's probably a KPI kind of thing, maybe written in his contract. No matter what mid-hero you use, you got to do it.
Or a product of scrims.
Leonardo, now he has the Sky Piercer as well.
That makes sense.
Aranda with the War Axe also makes sense. Gets away from Akar. Yetet tries to go in. But yeah, as a roamer, you can noticeably see the damage is not the same as a side lane.
Nope. Farm is all the more abundant and continuous and consistent for side laners, while Yehitet spot out stragglers hiding in bushes. You know, there you go. See, you got a little bit of gold there. Him and Weedy, that's painful. Weedy deals more damage reliably than the Hellcurt.
Yeah, this is basically a 1v1 between both roamers. It's like, my team don't need me because I got a Boxia.
It's basically a tsundere man-to-man defense. Oh my God! I'm offended! Quick knock-up and a kick and a KO on Konswan. They faked the turtle take, and now they're bearing down onto Arakar. He falls, a stack for Leonardo. Could the turtle be up next? Kaungsat putting Ionic Edge stacks on Team Indonesia. Myanmar says, abort mission, abort mission. Indonesia scores their second.
We got to talk about the timing here because what is Myanmar able to do? Hold on, they go on for the fight. Yet that has to get away. Kangsat has to, he can't do anything as a Uranus. He's Myanmar. could not do anything at this point.
He can't.
The tanker can't tank, the damager can't damage. Yet goes back in, gets the sick kill. A kill to Kansai. At least now recovering a bit.
Rafael, if there's anything that the players of Team Myanmar can do is at least the roamer can roam. Because if Yehitet stops roaming around, if Yehitet can't even trigger his passive, then that's when you know it's over. But as it is, with all the action happening down bottom and in mid, Gold Lane has opened up. That is the first turret push to the game. Still breathing, still shining is Lin Ung. And Yehitet able to do his first item, the ball.
Yeah, the ball now has to get away. Sin is there. Dark Knight falls. Makes it so that Indonesia have to retreat. But look at mid as well. Hold on, flicker in, gets a kick, gets the first to go down, followed by Arkrar, and all the kill is funneled to Leonardo. 3-0-1, 6-minute mark.
Christian Whitty, also known as the Wise, able to knock up 2 and get the kick, the full combo. This is how you play Cho, says the Indonesian roamer, team captain of Team Indonesia. I am so impressed as to how Indonesia reset. I mean, Myanmar, they won game 3, and I heard the pre-game conversation outside the halls, right? I don't understand Burmese, but this might be another reset needed. Can they do that? They can't do it in game.
Right now, Myanmar, they're losing by 3,000 gold. The mid is vulnerable. Indonesia will try to get it. A kick from Whitty. Gets onto Conswan. Yet that could not do anything. And now even the Uranus. Team Myanmar, this is a draft that they want some kind of momentum, but they're losing everything.
Does Conswan now regret not using a Purify? I think the Kimi needed a Purify, especially with this kind of lineup on Team Indonesia. Multiple ways that she could get crowd controlled. The Baksha Unite. The choke on the Zushin. The I'm offended, we're just talking about it. Aranda, Yetet goes the opposite direction. The Crimson Beacon, the choke, the takedown.
Team Indonesia, 5,000 goal lead. Myanmar only having 1 kill. This is, again, a match point for Indonesia. They just need this 1 win to close out the bronze medal match to bring back the medal to Indonesia. Whitty gets a kick onto Akrar. And now, Distraction Pulse trying to slow them down. For Leonardo, 5-0-1. Team Myanmar, they're losing everything. The turrets, the jungle, the minions, the pressure.
This man is non-stop. Leonardo with another stack for his Sky Piercer. Whitty threads another kick, forcing a flicker out of Min Conswan. And they take him down one more time. Leonardo, I mean, he commits the flicker, but I mean, that was necessary. This man feels the momentum. He's in a state of flow.
It took Yehitet to use the Cho. Awakening himself. It's like, you know what? I see you. I understand it. Now let me do it.
This Cho?
Let's see how you feel about it.
This Cho is Whitty's Bankai.
There you go. I don't know how to follow up on that. I gotta be real.
You didn't watch Bleach?
I do, but Bankai something. I don't know. Because in my language, a lot of bad words goes with Cho.
Well, I would also be saying, you know,
the ball is there.
There you go. That's what I'm going to say. My vocabulary would also be very colorful if I was dealing with Whitty. Just like, yeah, hit that now. He's trying to dodge. He's trying to get out of here. Hides in.
Oh.
He's joking. He's joking.
Oh, Whitty sees it.
And pray. Yeah, hit that running away.
Oh.
It falls. Chin and Whitty.
The dodge.
Yeah,
Now that's a TikTok clip. Like, if any TikTok clips will come up, that's one of them.
Following in the footsteps of one of the all-time great roamers, players with one of the highest IQs, Greed, a.k.a. Baloyski. He jukes him, but the action continues. Leonardo takes down Arkar in the Lord. Just waiting to be claimed by Team Indonesia.
Indonesia secures the Lord. Beliziete can say, like, I got what I wanted.
That was my moment.
That was my moment.
What was it? In Singapore, in M3, Baloyski pulled the same thing, but with a Natalia. We call it the Greed Ghost Step. His name was Greed back then. He would juke multiple players with that hero.
And now Team Indonesia, they are almost at the base of Team Myanmar. Even the holy shields might get taken down pretty soon. The Lord is down bot.
This is an action-packed game.
The problem is I don't know Myanmar with this draft. I don't think they can defend.
They can't defend, but they can punish hard. You're still looking at Shine Lin Ong waiting for his moment. He can, I don't know if he can wipe him out, but I'm pretty sure he can like take 3 down at best.
So now the traction pulse used. The Lord is still marching down bot, and with no holy shields, this Lord is going to be pretty healthy jumping in. And now all the way in the back, Leonardo shooting everyone from Team Myanmar. Now with the War Axe as well, should be able to sustain. And all the while, Yetet is proxying the way, make sure that there's no push coming in.
Leonardo. He invested in the War Axe. These days skip. But he said, yep, these fights are happening way too often. Team Indonesia, my squad is just way too sturdy. Get just by standing there and shooting out. Almost 10k up. Team Indonesia, they're fighting their time. Still push in, not free. Because they want.
Pakai hero ni tak ada double clear dekat bahagian tengah dua-dua. Jaya sekarang ini 2 kematian untuk Kongsat. Kemenangan yang semakin lama semakin hampir buat pasukan Indonesia.
Kalau mereka yang menggunakan Uranus ataupun menggunakan Baksia sedikit berbeza, pasukan daripada Indonesia berjaya untuk memecahkan. Lebih tertarik di bahagian tengah sekarang ni, kemungkinan pingat gangsa bakal dibawa pulang ke bumi Indonesia. Tapi masih lagi terlalu awal. Kata Myanmar. Tadi menggunakan.
Ya, cemerlang double kill diberikan kepada pasukan ini, kepada Kongsat yang baru hidup, dia terus saja hilang dan terus saja triple kill.
Indonesia
3 mata yang meyakinkan untuk pasukan Indonesia untuk berada di akan dibawa pulang oleh pasukan Indonesia ketika ini. Ia pun bergelut di game yang keempat, di game yang ketiga sebenarnya, tapi sekaligus mereka menutup perlawanan ini dengan cukup yakin dengan 3-1. Perlawanan yang cukup mendebarkan bagi wakil daripada Indonesia ini. Terkejut saya. Kawan nak jatuh kerusi.
Kau kan. Permainan yang baik juga dilakukan oleh pasukan Myanmar, cuma gagal disempurnakan. Dan juga daripada drafting yang agak unik. Mereka cuba berikan pressure kepada pasukan Indonesia, tapi mereka terkena tekanan.
Minta maaf Sid, saya tidak nampak unik dekat sini. Saya nampak pelik.
Itulah pelik, unik.
Faham, tapi memang parah sebenarnya dengan Hellcat dan juga Kimi tidak mendominasi dekat bahagian tengah. 1-1 dengan Granger.
အုပ်စုဘုံနဲ့တက်ပြီးတော့ကွာဆွေးနွေးဖိုင်နဲ့တက်ပြီးတော့လူးစိတ်မှာအုပ်စုဘုံနော်ပွဲနိုင်တာ2စီးနဲ့ရှုံးပွဲမရှိနိုင်ထားပြီးတော့
dia momen yang cemerlang gocekan tu. Dia patah balik situ. Kemudian
saya ingat dia akan sepak time ni.
Dia nak sepak.
Dia dah nampak dia.
Tapi dia tak sempat tu. Lagi satu. Saya ingatkan balik memang nampak kelakar. Tapi Arkar dan juga Aranda, dua-dua A kat bahagian EXP, tapi Aranda jauh lebih mendominasi kerana Arkar nampak macam betul-betul tak main langsung dengan 0-6-0.
Macam betul-betul dia rindu makanan Myanmar tu. Dia tak selesa makan makanan di Thailand. Tidak boleh bermain kat perlawanan kali ini. 3 berbalas 1. Arkar kalau kita lihat bagaimana orang cakap kematiannya paling banyak direkodkan untuk pasukan daripada Myanmar. jatuh kepada beliau. Tetapi MVP jatuh kepada Leonardo. Lepas percaya untuk mendapatkan
မီးပြက်
ini
မီးပြက်တော့ဆောက်လို့ရလောက်ခိုင်းလိုက်တဲ့ကော့ဆန်းလောက်ခိုင်းလိုက်တဲ့
pencapaian yang sangat
ကဲ
baik.
အဲ့ဒါဆိုနားတော့မယ်နော်
Ya, benar.
အားလုံးပဲ diamond တွေလာဝယ်လို့ရပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်စီမှာ
Ayo rasa
ဒီတဲ့ game 309ရိုက်ရှာပြီး Telegram မှာလာဝယ်လို့ရတယ်လို့ YouTube မှာလည်း game 309ရိုက်ရှာလို့ရပါတယ် Facebook page ကို kzgaming 309ရိုက်ရှာပြီးတော့
ini di tempat yang ketiga.
အားပေးလို့ရပါတယ်
Banyak juga kritikan yang
နေ့က main လေးပွဲတွေရောရှိသေးတယ်
dan juga harapan
ကြိုက်နေတောင်ရှိတော့
wakil timnas Indonesia
ဘာကြီးပွဲကနောက်လာ10ရက်နေမှာပါ
pasukan ini
ဘာကြီးပွဲက January 10ရက်နေမှာပါ White Cat က3ရက်နေမှာစမယ် M7 က White Cat 3ရက်နေစမယ်ဘာကြီးပွဲက10ရက်နေလာပါမယ်
dibandingkan dengan at least Jepun yang tempat ketiga ini pada tempoh lalu di kejohanan.
နားရနော်အားလုံးပဲလာရောက်ကြည့်ရှုပေးကြအားလုံး TikTok YouTube ကျေးဇူးပါ
At least kali ni bawa balik medal.
Ya betul.
Walaupun
ကျွန်တော် game play လိုက်နေတော့ပြန်တက်လာမယ်
di Kawado.
game play လိုက်တနားလောက်ဆော့ပြီးအောင်မယ် giveaway YouTube giveaway season ကြောင်းပါ
Pasukan Malaysia lah. Reflex dengan pasukan Thailand, Singapura, pasukan Myanmar.
နားရ